Oh no! I'm gonna give you guys your voice. Don't speak yet. Bop, bop. Man. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Guess what happened? Oh, man. Okay, so you know how I was, I told you how, like, my brother got sick at the beginning of the vacation, and then I, like, dodged it for the most of the most point? What? No. For the most part. There we go, most part. I then got a little sick at the tail end of the trip, but then as we started to travel, my body was like, oh, we can't get sick. We're going to do a lot of shit, constantly jumping from plane to plane. And then I got back, I started having a little bit of throat cold, and now I wake up today, and boy, oh boy, my throat is like, it's so weird. It's like there's a little
Lone
bit.
Syndicate said, "What's up,
What's
Green?"
up? Why so loud? I gotta turn that down for me. Ooh. But yes, we are ill as hell, and not in like a cool, trendy, cute way. I mean, like, feeling a little, it's only in my throat at least. That's what she said, but it's
Raid Nate said, Ayo, Grin, I missed you, my friend, how are you?
I missed you too, my boy. How are all y'all? Today, man, if you guys missed yesterday's stream, I recapped our vacation, went into how I got into a slight depression type thing. It's irrelevant, but alas, I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy that you're back with me, all right? We got a lot of stuff to do today. Main thing is, for those of you guys who don't know, we'll cover this real quick. I was not able to play Zenless because of weird account linking bullshit. Apparently, when you make an account in this game and you just use the auto sign in with your Google, you cannot then just use your Google account to then log in. It is a separate thing. It's chaos, and it makes no sense. So I couldn't do that, and for whatever reason, like trying to like change or like link your account is impossible. It is like constantly gave me the error code of like, for whatever reason, our site just isn't working anymore. Yeah, it's too many, try again. And you're like, what? Excuse me? I've done this 80 times. And I've even waited days in between and shit. Anyways, needless to say, that is all to say, that I have not been able to play this game for a long time, and I missed the cool Umbrella Girl, which is probably one of the best characters that's come out as far as like just being Joe Schmo, good for everybody, which is kind of what I'm looking for at this point in this game. There's power, because I'm pretty weak, and I hate how you have to buy like 5 characters, or 2 characters usually, and their weapon, in order for you to be like, I feel like I'm not a baby. And yeah, but I will be honest, I also haven't been grinding, re-rolling special artifacts, like both in Wither Whims and in Zenless. It's just very like blasé to me to sit there and be like, re-roll, finally, oh, it's dead now, again, and you just sit in this hell for like 20 minutes, and I just can't. It's just like, give me something that's good enough, and then I leave. But then I end up having like 1,000 artifacts I could theoretically still re-roll, and then I have like a bazillion currency to re-roll them as well, because I just don't spend it because it's annoying to me. It's boring. It's just like you're hoping for one thing. It's like gambling, but like reverse dopamine. So you're like, I fail again. You fail more. Ah, fuck. It's just constant. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, how are all of you? We got Lone first in the chat saying hello. We got Kat saying, "Ew, what's good, Kat? Miss you, buddy." Fluff is also saying, missed Gunbrella. Did I say Gunbrella? Did I fuck up? Anyways, she has a gun and it's an umbrella.
Catman 11,234 said, "My man Grin, I watched the whole stream VOD.
Ooh.
So many times I wanted to say something but remembered it's not live XD.
Well,
I have so much to tell you.
Hit
I'm
me.
trying not to just spew events.
Hit me.
Missed
Pop
y'all.
off. Yeah, I miss y'all too. I miss you specifically as well, Kat. Don't mean to generalize everybody all the time. Yes, it is. I'm happy to be back. I will say, this is just a side thing, it is relatively difficult to go from like weird scheduling of like wake up, do something kind of productive, and then just be go all day, like vacation weird schedule, to now getting back into my normal and being like, I'm just gonna be like bang and we're good, and no it's a lot of like okay. I was almost gonna Beastie, it's been a hot minute. How are you, my guy? Holy shit. But yes, it's a little weird getting back into the swing of things, you know, especially maybe it's also because I'm sick. Probably both. Probably it's like you've been doing something that's different for 3 weeks and you can't just jump back immediately.
McFlufferkin said
yeah.
to answer last stream's question of what we've been up to.
Oh.
For me specifically, I've been
Yes.
streaming, so most of my gaming activities can be referred to by my channel's
Yes.
VODs.
Tons. I seen you.
Saw FF. First Steps 2.
Okay. Saw FF. First episode. Yeah, I know you were playing the one co-op game that is amazing. It's like the guy takes It Takes Two, the developer guy. So you were playing that. So you were playing a bunch of more interesting like indie games that I would have never tried, and probably will never try, honestly. But it does seem like those do good as far as reach is concerned, and a bunch of stuff like that. So Fluff's been getting after it. And that's good to see. What do you call also? Raid says, "Ayo, Mr. Buffet, how are you?" I'm doing pretty good. Besides being slightly sick, I'm doing pretty good. Also, let's claim this. And I want to try Saber Girl just cause. Why not? We won't get her at all. But might as well. And my God, Jesus, what are they feeding? That's honestly dressing these people, not really feeding. She's no Caesar, all right, where she does look like weight goes into weird places. Anyway, where is the fucking thing, man? Is this it? Also, I haven't claimed these. Well, I'll be. Also, I was just typing in Withering Waves. I found out that there's a whole ass market where you can just buy accounts. Yes, I know. I knew it existed. I just never knew it was existing still. And like, yeah, it's like $10 for like the new Filova or whatever her name is account. But I thought that's not enough value for me. You have to be like, here's 2 characters. You need 3 characters in that game, and honestly in this game, to be like, I am set. And then yes, then maybe you can spend like what is it, like $4 for some of these accounts, and you're probably gonna get scammed anyway. But it's just trying to judge like, is this something that would be worth it even if I didn't have the account that I did, which is pretty stacked? No, it is not. But we'll start this. No, jump in there. So she's a mouse. I think she's a mouse. What? No, I don't care about this. How do I start demo?
McFluffigan said finished Stellar Blading Plus.
Ooh.
It Takes Two with Red, a full 100% run of Maneater, chipping away at BG3 with my brother, Split Fiction with Red.
Do you
Some indie one-offs, for now, CP2077 and Cat Quest.
do you feel yourself
Lone
atrophying in
Syndicate
any
said
capacity?
Alice is a bunny.
She's a bunny. Is she? Why are her ears not like long and floppy? Instead, she just got little tiny ears. What is this? Do bunnies have big ass ears? No. Ray says, "I'm so hungry. Go eat, man. Go get some food." You know what my food is? Well, I think Kat did see the video. I was gonna say, Kat, do you see this? Ray, did you see this yesterday? I think you were there yesterday, Ray. Do you guys see the god level cup I have? Isn't that goated? I feel like this will snap. This little stem. This is steel. This is whatever the fuck. This is porcelain, and this is not stemmed in there, which would have been great. I also have bags under my eyes, but it would have been great if there was like a metal bar that went through there. I would have confidence. It feels pretty like not dense, this handle. That doesn't sound dense, so that's probably gonna snap. But I digress. We'll run it until it does. I will say that's a cool cup, Raid, sorry, but this one is infinitely cooler. This one has like a whole spined handle and shit. Has a mask. Very cool. Nothing on the side of that, by the way. It's not double face, which I
Lone
kind of like.
Syndicate said that Mug would make a great self-defense tool.
If it was steel, hell yeah, man. Also, had you guys see that was one of those like giant mugs? It's like pure steel, and it's just like 80 pounds or something horrible, and like no one can drink out of it. It's like a test of a strength type thing. Also, I'm kind of surprised because I don't look very tan. I think you can see it on my hand. Like there's a difference, but yes, I noticed that when I was looking at myself in the playback yesterday. I was like, wow, I don't really look that
McFlufferkin
tan.
said had some days where I felt fatigued, but the daily routine has been nice.
Yes, it is all.
Especially since I'd probably just be playing games for those durations normally.
Yes, absolutely. I can see that.
I
being
just
huge.
need to improve my take 5 inches times.
Raidnade
What?
said also
What
I'm
is
on
that?
vacation and was on the road all day
Oh,
yesterday,
shit.
so I couldn't catch the stream.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. Have a great vacation, Raid. I hope you do much better on your vacation than I did on my vacation. But yes, BC says mullet off what? Mullet of the mullet of the mug? What you mean? TYSM. What does that mean? What does TYSM mean? Also, don't you abbreviate shit. Tism, is that what that means? I don't know. Take 5 like restroom snack breaks, not 5 inch. Thanks, DJ. But yeah, I was gonna say I totally get that, Fluff, about like it is so nice having like a schedule, and having like things that you abide by. Like it's helpful for your brain, and it kind of like when you're done your stream, I bet you're kind of like.
Catman 11,234 said one of the major new things is over the last 4 weeks, I've been upgrading my job's warehouse internals and hardware.
Ooh, busy.
Boss approached me saying, since you've led the project, when it's down, run it.
Damn. I've been updating the warehouse, internet, Damn, that sounds like it might be a pay grade, or at least it should. They're like, hey, you've been working really hard. We've decided to give you a lot more work. And you're like, what? The fucking excuse me? But hopefully it comes as a pay raise. But that sounds awesome. Cap, getting after it. We love hearing that. I was going to round up what Fluff was saying, or what Fluff said. Yeah, it's really nice to have like schedules and like things that like you can constantly abide by. I think that's really helpful. But at the same time, I also do. I don't know. Like I wonder. I always kick myself for like not knowing what the best thing is to do in these kind of situations. Where like, is it better to pursue the new game that is kind of interesting, which I don't think Fluff is necessarily doing, but I think it's smart that they eventually would do it. So like, oh, there's a new horse game. Let's play that. I think that's a good idea, but I also think it's a good idea to have like one base game. That's probably the best way to do it. Is have like one base game, like fucking Fortnite or something, or Minecraft or something, or like Risk of Rain or Path of Exile. Have that one game and then go and embark, but you always come back home. Yeah, I think that'd be a good way to have like. It's people have their like little cozy space, but then also you venture off and have fun and dabble into these other things. I don't know what she does, by the way. I'm not gonna learn what she does. We're just gonna run it. All right. So far, I don't know. Why is she twinkling?
Is there a mirror nearby? I would like to trim my bangs. Oh, never mind.
McFlufferkin said, I have been open to suggestions and requests, Umar Musume to honor Bolty's request, and someone asked for me to play Barony, so I squeezed that in for my birthday stream back on the 2nd.
Okay. Yes, I have two things competing in my head to respond to. What's good, Nine? What's good? Thank you for trying to help with the suitcase thing. I appreciate that.
Lone Syndicate said it's her engine's special effects group.
Is that what it is? The dazzling? Yeah, it looks pretty nice. A lot of them, I feel like that's an upgrade. Normally they don't have that much effect. It's usually just glowing. It's not like twinkling, but I digress. But I was going to say, yeah, to that whole thing of like, I think it's really good to take requests from like people who are watching, etc. That's awesome. But simultaneously, like there's so many things that like I have witnessed that I think establish kind of a weirder thing, which is like people don't actually know what they want until they have it. I think that's also true. So it's probably good to like take some requests, but also be like, okay, what do I think you'll enjoy that you don't even know, you know? Yeah, and sometimes it takes a lot of like looking at not what people say, but how people act, kind of thing, and it's weird. But yeah,
McFlufferkin said, as long as I don't need to buy the game, I've got a long list of Steam library and other platforms.
Yep, that's true.
As it is, my current mainstay game is CP2077.
What's that, Cyberpunk?
I figure the Barony request was based on my archive.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Cyberpunk's a good one.
Great Nate said also, I'm so bored of waiting for Borderlands that I've started playing Destiny again.
Makes sense, man. You gotta get it where you can. Yeah, I get that a lot, man. I feel like we're so close to greatness. Like, I think it's gonna be, well, first of all, September and I think November, October, whatever it is, are always stacked months. But I'm happy that we're getting, well, it's probably not a great idea. We're getting 2 RPGs, like kind of a month apart, but you know, beggars can't be choosers or whatever. Boldy says Fluff. Also, what's good? Boldy says Fluff. Cyberpunk playthrough is slapping though. I know. I was about to say I'm surprised. Fluff has given every person in that world, I think, furry powers, and by that I mean they have furry skin or whatever. And that's a surprise. That's like a unique enough thing that I wish. How do I phrase this right? I don't know. For people who are so caught into the weeds of their particular interests, I don't think they can always understand how interesting their interest is to other people or how shocking their interest is to other people. So like a good short based on that
said
mod.
I did pick up Expedition 33 alongside securing BL4 for myself and my brother. I planned on a gag of playing it on my birthday and cutting the feed when the gomage happens, since I'm 34 now.
Oh, okay. With some goumage, some fucking. Is that what you mean? Was that what that means? I don't know what that means, but probably means fucking. That sounds great. Sounds fantastic. I was about to say it sounds like a whole ass plan. Yes. What I think I was finished what I was saying. Oh, but yeah, no, that was what I was saying. I was saying, that like shorts, I think would be really interesting about that mod, whether it's for it, making fun of it, or just showing the interesting aspect of it. Like, I think that would be a really good like thing that would reach people, I think. But, it's your engine's effect. We're waiting for that. Thanks. No. So what did I say? Make sure that it's isn't above your pay grade.
McFlufferkin said Expedition 33. The gomage is when the big number ticks down and anyone above that age will disintegrate.
Oh wow. Okay. Geez. Nog said though, make sure that isn't above your pay grade, cat. Because if that doesn't include a raise, it definitely includes an expansion of responsibility. Yeah. I also am a kind of a believer of you kind of do have to in this world it depends on what kind of person you are, for sure. If you're the kind of person that's like, someone says, hey, can you handle this thing, we'll pay you more, and you go, no, I actually don't know how to do that, but I could learn, and they're like, we're looking for someone who can actually do it. There's that person, and then there's the person of like, can you do it, and you go, yes. And then they're like, great, you'll start a week from now. And you're like, great. And then that whole week, you just marathon learning every fucking thing you can because you have no fucking idea what that is. You get in the job, you do your fucking best, and you either sink or swim kind of thing. I think that person often, that's kind of life, honestly. The reality is you probably don't know. Even if you spend months learning, you probably still don't know.
Furry mod for Cyberpunk, I got a more up-to-date version that improves the textures, tile physics, etc.
Hell yeah.
While also reducing the frequency of NPCs being such because it's canonical luxury.
Oh, okay.
Catman 11,234 said I did exactly that.
Yeah. Every successful, it sounds fucked up, but like every successful person I have seen, my brother is one of the most successful people I've ever encountered, who went from like an electrician to like the head of a fucking electrician for an entire mall depot kind of, or hospital. So he knows that. That's one thing he says is like, you just have to get really, really good about learning extremely fast, and accepting every opportunity you have, and not try to position yourself in a position in which people would perceive you're incompetent to be able to do the task. That doesn't mean you lie. That just means you don't fucking tell them the truth. That means you just tell them as much of the truth that is necessary, and if they push you on it, then of course you have to tell the truth. But at the same time, it's really helpful just to constantly be able to say that, and that's kind of how you get far. And it sounds fucked up, but
McFlufferkin said there's unique models for Judy, Panam, and River. Otherwise, the rest of the ones that occur are generic and what the player gets access to, with some exceptions for the Animals Gang, ex-Rhino.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Catman 11,234 said my company said, we need a new warehouse management system. I spent the last 4 weeks creating one from scratch, and I've coded 3 different device profiles for over 24 devices.
Yep.
All managed remotely.
Yeah. But that to me is the thing which I think more companies kind of try to do, which they're like, hey, we have a problem, and someone's like, I'll try to fix it, and it won't cost anything, and it'll just cost my time, essentially. And they're like, okay, this you don't have. This, the problem is you don't say, I have no experience doing this, and I'm gonna fuck it up. Instead, you go, I'll do my best to. Yep, you sell yourself. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. You sell yourself. All right, let's use this character. We've been talking to her. What's it? What you do? Melees, physical damage, saber stuff, but it's a baton, so it's blunted, so it kind of takes away the initial impact and reason this weapon was efficient in the first place. It was like a needle with a lot of force in the stab, and they're like, what if we blunted it and made it make no sense at all? Yeah, maybe it's like a really heavy steel that's compressed in the tip. I don't know. But yes, maybe it's a whip. Regardless, very stylish. So we hold down. Okay, that's kind of cool. So she builds up stacks, and then she unravels, which is every character in this game, but I digress.
Catman 11,234 said, half of seeming clever is not saying something at the right time. I've had many times where I didn't know any answer, but future convo context gave it to me. Standardized tests do it as well.
Yes. It's like, what do you call it? It's trying to perceive like, well, yeah, it's that too, but it's also, a part of it is also like believing in your capacity to adapt and learn. I heard this definition of like intelligence recently, which I thought was really was clever. Case in point, that. But what do you call it? It was the definition of true intelligence was based on your
Lone Syndicate said, "Judgment cut. I will say Alice's moveset looks and sounds very clean."
It does sound pretty clean. But the basis of like intelligence was defined as your capacity to intake information and then change, or learn information and then change, which I think is huge.
McFlufferkin said, "So far the Cyberpunk streams have been fairly successful. The last 2 I did helps that the new 2.3 update and a lot of coverage is happening for the game. People have been nice about it thus far."
Yes, yeah, well, I think that's also. I think there's 2 ways that like really help to like as far as what streaming goes, which I don't really leverage as much because I'm selfish and I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm kind of more of a us instead of we type person. But anyways, I see people do that a lot where they basically they either like pick a niche game that no one knows about and they just play the fuck out of that and they kind of build up their community from zero. And then another way of doing it is like finding an initial empowered community. Like Cyberpunk has a fucking ravenous community, Minecraft has a ravenous community, Path of Exile, even more of like a niche game within a subgenre of type of game, has a community that will like jump on your thing, so to speak. But I still think you need to provide value to them, which Fluff is, I think. I'm not sure if it was really intentional or Fluff was thinking in this way. I'm probably sure he was just trying to make a fun experience for himself. But in order to appease those people who are in that community, you have to give them something that they didn't know they wanted. The concept of like, oh, a playthrough with like furry mods and all of these different types of mods creates a different type of feeling and a kind of a spectacle of oddness or coolness, depending on what side of the fence you are, that makes people lean in and want to see that. So you're basically finding out a way to make, like, to stand out in an already... I'm sure there's tons of videos on Cyberpunk and streams about Cyberpunk. So you're finding a way to stand out in that, which I think is helpful. It's really easy if you just think about, like, okay, if I was a fan in this type of region or this place, what would be something interesting enough that I would actually check out the streamer? I think that's that weird mod selection that you've chosen. Exactly, exactly that. All right, cool abilities, deplete charges you build up, all that stuff. Let's see if it actually does damage. Also, I guess we should get Lucy up in here. Does she get any bonus from parrying? Doesn't look like it.
Clear your mind. Sorry for stealing your spotlight.
Very stylish. She got a lot of finesse.
Keep it up.
It's pretty seamless. It's not very... I would say it's not very fun. It's very simple gameplay, but there's no... Well,
McFlufferkin said, "My inspiration was the new official update, plus the furry mod being polished up to be compatible.
Yes.
Similar to the Atlas streams, without directly advertising it, it gets more furry viewers."
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's a good way.
Catman 11,234 said, "GRINN. Did you spend any time on your trip just listening to the world? I imagine there's good places for listening there."
Yes. But the darkness of my thoughts were not very good company, I should say, Kat. But yes, there's so many things
Lone
in Portugal
Syndicate
that are
said
great.
that's because they don't give you Yuzaha in the trial grin.
Oh, is that right? Okay, by the way, I don't mean what I said, but necessarily. There's certain characters you play that, like, to me were instantly like, wow. Like, again, I always mention Albedo, which was never meant to be a DPS, but they lowered the damage value that... they just made him feel really good in the test run, basically. And he felt like a firecracker constantly popping off. And later, like, got aged out of the meta really fast or whatever, like, yeah. But she feels, like, good. But there's no, like, spectacle, really. It's just, like, build up charges and then do, like, this kind of, like, walk away, fucking diva-ass throw thing, eviscerate people, which is neat. But it doesn't have that, like, play style loop that I'm like, damn, that felt fun as fuck to play and manage, you know? A great example of that is Zani. Like, Zani to me feels really fun to, like, you're constantly trying to bait out, like, an enemy attacked and then just, like, flatten them
McFlufferkin said,
out.
"Evidently, I think part of why my last 2 Cyberpunk streams was the thumbnails. The latest got over 100 views while live, which is my current peak, and it felt nice.
Yes.
But I'm not stressing over it."
Yeah. No, it's that's a good idea. First of all, let's just get these gems. That's why we're playing here. Yeah, I'm reading a really helpful book right now. I'll be saying this for probably the next 3 years, just to get, buckle in for that annoying comment that I'm gonna constantly make. But anyways, it's this book that talks about, like, the importance of testing, essentially. So it's like this concept that if you understand it, you'll immediately understand, oh, I'm doing all these things wrong. And it's this idea of, what if I spent months and months and months of my time on something that ultimately amounted to nothing? This is specifically in regards to like creating a product or a service, like a company, a business, an entrepreneurship venture, a startup, whatever you want to call it, where like, I have this idea that I think people really, really want, like a special type of a thermos that has like a specific type of design that is for this specific type of person, yada, yada, yada. You spend like half a year making it, developing it, finding a chain to produce it. You put it out in the world and nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it kind of speaks to this idea of like, well, why didn't you make sure that you were on the right track and understood genuinely what people value? Why not make like a shitty ass bottle that's a piece of shit, but kind of gets somewhat of the point across? You put it out, and if people like it, great. If people don't, then there's something wrong. Like, so aren't you so grateful that you didn't just waste so much time investing in this thing that you didn't even know was going to do well? But if it does slightly well, you at least have something. You at least have something to be like, okay, if I invest time into this, I know that people at least want it, you know? So I think as much as Fluff, his ending comment of like, but I'm not stressed over it, which is a great place to be. You shouldn't be stressed out about it, but you should always look at it as like testing, I think, of like, I'm going to run this experiment. I have this assumption. This is what the book talks about a lot. Everyone has a baseline of assumptions of what people might want. But it means nothing unless you can validate that assumption. If you can validate that assumption, then holy shit, you have a lever now that you can pull on indefinitely, and get something out of. You know that if you pull on this thing, this is going to have this reaction within this person. I.e., furry mods are quite. Your assumption could be, I think furry things in general, furry character with the subgenre of people clearly has an engaged community, clearly stands out in a pretty way, and will alienate people for better or worse. These are all assumptions. Maybe a cyberpunk mod would do really well because there's a lot of crossover between cyberpunk and furry stuff. Maybe if you did one on Minecraft, it would probably be maybe less because it's dominated by kids, and maybe kids intrinsically haven't dealt with those
said,
type
I'm not
things.
too fussed about getting mass appeal yet, since my current goals are set on consistency, routine, and at least having the watch hours covered for those earned milestones.
No, for sure. I think my whole thing, though, is perhaps it's wrong to like try to inject or like engrave a habit that you can form right now that will infinitely play dividends in the future, I think. Because a lot of times for my growth that I've experienced, I've had to like rip out a bad habit that I kind of started. Like I thought consistency and the amount I uploaded was the most important.
Lurking playing AC Shadows.
Enjoy AC Shadows. AC Shadow. Oh, well, you're still not done with that? I thought we finished that game up at this point. You must have a lot to play. Lots of game in that game. Also, I will probably do events today, although I always play it by ear, and sometimes we're chatting for most of the stream, so this might just, we'll go with where the wind takes us kind of vibe. Are we good? Can I finally do the things? Yes. Can I attack now, or what? Are we good? 4th, 5th basic attacks, then use special. Yeah, now we should use the 4th attack, burn it out, is that right? Hurry up and finish. There, now we do this. Good, alright, done. Alright, we're good.
Catman 11,234 said any meme react for today?
Yes.
Or save for later this week? Also, are you recovered bodily yet?
No. First question, meme today? Probably. A lot tomorrow, but probably a little bit today, but depends on what happens. Depends on if I find we're in a lull, then we're not bail.
Fluffican said besides, the key to getting absurdly high viewership and watch hours is to make kids content. With my game interests and TTS, guest voices having plenty of not for kids language present, not worth.
Yes, but I also think that no one wants to be, a lot of people don't want to be watched by, like, no one wants to have, like, $1 trillion company where you can't sleep, and you're constantly in fear of being assassinated, you know what I mean? But you would probably like to have, like, a stable viewer base and probably, like, an income. So that's the goal. This crazy billionaire status, let's relax. But yeah. But I guess it depends on what you want. Do some of this, spin to win. The animations are so long.
G-Red said I stopped playing AC Shadows months ago because Ubisoft changed something which mostly broke mods.
Oh.
They only recently changed it back to kind of fix mods, but not quite like it was.
That's shitty. Common Ubisoft L or whatever you want to say, but yes. Watched a video the other day that said Skull and Bones is actually not a terrible game, which I could see, because, I will be honest, That game I feel weird about. That game, if it was good, I might not be open to it regardless because of just the
said that's the other
weird
negatives. Yes, but that's the easy start. Hard road for plenty of channels. Like that one kids content channel that suddenly became the technically most subscribed VTuber.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. It's that one is crazy. I remember I seen that when I was doing my data review and I was a lot of my like research stuff, analytical data stuff, and I was like, huh. This is when you go back to her channel, like, oh yeah, it's all like weird Roblox shit. It is a weird vibe, man. Seeing like grown adults make content for kids. I don't know why it always comes across like kind of like serial killer vibe. Maybe that's a bit intense, but like it comes off as super, not disingenuous or something like that. It's just like very, I don't know, because I think I really can like feel when someone is being slightly disingenuous, like when I can see like, oh, you're doing this for a certain thing. That's why, like, to me, it just makes me feel like icky. But whenever I see people do like the, hey, 90% of people who are subscribed to this channel or watching this video are not subscribed to the channel, or hey, by the way, YouTube says that if you like this video, or it's all just seems like super disingenuous. I've only ever seen like a handful of channels actually do it, but they're like weird. Like there are people who just genuinely seem like born charismatic people who could sell anything and not seem scummy. But yes, I've only had a handful of those people. Also, shit. Shit, that event's 2 days out. Well, we're probably not going to be able to do this one, but hey, we can go see what's up. Oh, I missed the cool summertime spring thing.
McFlufferkin said for my Cyberpunk streams, it was also a great opportunity for me to finally do a full playthrough. I haven't done anything with Phantom Liberty, and only really finished Panam's route.
Oh, I see. Yeah, a good opportunity to finally get back into it. I think the same thing about Power World often. Do the thing, yeah, pull, all that. Okay. Great. Actually, that's not bad. Also, to finish off what Kat was saying about asking me if I gotten back into
G-Red said, if
things.
I ever have kids, Roblox and Fortnite will be banned in my house, lol. Probably most microtransaction games too.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, I don't agree with those types of things personally. I mean, this is just like maybe a difference of opinion in that. But for me, I don't like to approach things like that. Because I believe like this is something that's going to persist in the world forever. Like there's going to be gambling, there's going to be casinos, there's going to be all these things in your face.
Said the rest of the summer events aren't as time limited. This one was one I sadly neglected.
I see it. I lost, unfortunate. But yeah, if you constantly like these things exist. Like I hear a lot of people do that. Where like we need to protect the children. Like there was a big thing that was going on recently that were like I think the UK implemented some sort of like restriction to try to like limit porn access to children. But to me, this is something that's like kids, and it drives me nuts, dude. Because like you go talk to anybody. Like back in the day, people went to like the forest to find a nudie mag. People like had access to you will always you have that one friend that in your school for whatever reason got access to everything, and the parents were like super open, and then the other parents were super restrictive. It's impossible to limit the ability for people to interact with these things. So why not teach people about them so that they can actually handle the thing when they're presented in front of it in themselves. Like, so to me, to understand, hey, this is something that you're going to have to deal with, like microtransactions and all those things, and you should constantly take this as a test.
I mean, I'll teach my kids about them. Explain why they are bad or good, but ultimately not allow them to play them.
Yeah, see, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like every time I've seen this like approach with children, it hasn't really worked out. Like the like you will never like the same thing with like it sounds very similar to me of like person saying, I will never let my kids have alcohol at all. If they want to have it when they turn 18, I guess I have to let them because they're no longer my kid, or like they're no longer under my direct ownership. But the minute that you limit it like that is the minute that like every time I've seen this happen with a parent, the kid immediately goes fucking like insane and like drinks shit tons, goes to college and fucking obliterates themselves completely. And a lot of times when I see parents be like,
McFlufferkin said pretty sure most bad examples of kids abusing their parents' bank accounts is due to them banning the outlets.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? It's from that specifically. But
Gnawing Fetus said because that's too future-thinking GRINN for the common person.
Oh, for the one yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. For me, that's one of those things where like I always think it should be like I would always want to walk with my child through an experience first, with the exception of gross things like intimacy, all that stuff. But yeah, like same thing with like a problem of like, oh, what do I do if I ever was in a situation where I rear-ended a car, and like, what am I going to do then? To be like, okay, let's run through a little simulation like that and see what that's about, and go through all those things. So I don't know. I understand. Like, I do agree that like you should not incentivize or like constantly, like there's like iPad kids who their parents are like, here's an iPad, go fucking nuts, and then they're just like, I don't know how to deal with any of this. I'm experiencing people hating me online. The fucking preschoolers are telling me that I'm a slut. What does that mean? You know, like, what the hell? Who taught them that? But again, that to me is a way where I, as a parent, you come forward and say, hey, this is a tool, and this is how everyone uses it. Now, some people use it very terribly, and this is how you can use it at the absolute highest level and not succumb to it. But you should always be a little bit afraid of it, because it's kind of like a knife. It could kind of kill you, or it could stab you, it can harm you, but also can save you and make you infinitely better as a human being, infinitely more efficient.
Red said, fair enough. Good points, Grin and Fluff. I obviously just have a strong disdain for said
and I
games.
totally understand. Like and I totally understand. Like, I do think it's beautiful in the sense that, like, if I ever had a kid, I would want to take great care in making sure he understands how to manage what I do think is a poison, which is like gambling. Gambling addiction, I think, all fall under the same like level of poison, and clearly it completely eviscerates people. So it's always good to kind of
Lord Blazefire 1985 said, "Yo, Grin, things going
What's
well.
good?
I found something and posted something on Artificial."
Oh, what is it? Let me see. Oh, did I fucking asked ChatGPT to do the ratio for my potassium and salt in my water, because it helps me with my digestion and stuff like that. And oh my god, it suggested a significant amount more, and I tried it, and I'm just like, it tastes like so much. All right, what do we got? Artificial intelligence, Discord, boppity boopity boopity boppity boom. It is is it a cute elf? Is that what you wanted me to eat? Sorry, I got like a tickle in my throat type of thing. Why is it not showing me like at it? Like I was added here. Is it just the artificial intelligence stuff, or did I miss it?
Lord Blazefire 1985 said parents need to take better care of what they're doing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm big into that. Like, this is my like hot take, which I think is a hot take, which is like, I am pretty hard into the other direction of like, you are responsible for yourself.
Red. Think about how you feel or would feel if you were told, absolutely no NSFW mods. They are now banned.
Start frothing at the mouth. But yeah, I'm pretty much in that other side of the camp, which is like, no one, the thing that irks me more and irks me in the last like 10 years, which is this idea of like, nobody asks you to save them. It's that simple concept. The knight, let's say the knight. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's like this concept of like, oh, but like think of the children, or oh, but like these insert culture or race is being shown like evilness, and oh, we need to do this for people, for the children or babies or all these, and it's just like, no one is asking you to save them, and if it is, that's kind of selfish to intrinsically be like, no, stop everything and protect the children, even though you're doing worse damage to the children. Anyways, I don't know. I'm pretty big into like, try to prepare for the worst outcomes so you can manage it. Very cool. I do like the sword. Does not have actually too many. That is a little bit of weird AI stuff. This is where it gets kind of lost, where the sword and the thing seem to merge slightly, but not bad. Yes, I can see that. I think it's overlaid. I'd be really surprised if this is one separate image, or if this wasn't like, it could be cropped and put in there. I do like it though. Very neat. Very neat. All right, are we done? Shit. Actually, that was great. Wow, we got the shark. All right, we're good. We got one gem for that, and it looks like there's a lot of gems to be had, so big sad. Anyways. All right, let's go get coffee and then burn our resin on what I don't know. This is the shitty thing. I don't know what to burn our resin on. Yeah, it's rough. Also, that might have been a waste because, yes. What the hell do we do, guys? Yeah, I don't know what to build out. Evelyn, who's my main character I want to level up, still doesn't have an artifact set that's good for her. I don't really want Jane Doe to be good because I don't have her weapon, so she's kind of ass. I hate you, Ambi. You were supposed to be great and you destroyed me. I got her.
McFlufferkin said, once you progress the 2.0 story further, you're going to have a lot of new and different daily routine stuff.
Oh. Well, shit. What the fuck? I smell like a candle. I hope nothing's burning. I might have to go check on that. I don't know what that is. That's a strong-ass candle smell. Usually I don't smell them here. Okay. We got that. That leveled up that. The only thing I'm missing is her artifacts, which I think are fine, but I don't want to level them up yet.
Lord Blazefire 1985 said, I agree it is overcropped on the detail. I forgot the name of the AI thing you do.
It is called Krita diffusion, which is a subset of the AI rendering of stable diffusion. Yeah, that's what it is. But the like the model, not the model, the thing that I use is called stable diffusion. But I use like the thing that everybody uses, which is something called comfy diffusion, which basically stable diffusion is like the base program or like mind, and then comfy UI is like a layout so that you can understand that information easier. It's like a node-based interface, but then I use basically something called Krita, which simplifies it all and condenses into that, but I can't use the node-based because I learned on that until I found Krita, and I thought, holy fuck, this just makes everything easier, and I wish I didn't spend so much time having to learn the fucking ins and outs of node acquisition and all these things. Not node acquisition, like the weird complex strings that you have to fit everything in. Anyways. Nong says, think of the children as the worst war cry that exists. Yes, and it always makes stuff for the children worse. like always. Anyways. Yeah, there's nothing I can level up really. I guess I could level up lighter, I guess. And just spend my money on the like enhancement material. I guess. And then this, which I already have apparently. Nice. Is Caesar leveled?
We fighting? Take me.
Well, I should probably level up that.
Lord Blazefire 1985 said Helen Lovejoy is a mistake.
Hella Lovejoy is what is that? What is Hella Love? What is that? A band bot on Twitch, by the way. I certainly do not plan on being a passive parent, like parents that give just their kids. Or like well, there's also parents that I disagree with, where people are like, I think that's kind of crazy that you're like, hey, kid, who go walk like 6 blocks or like 8 blocks to school. I'm like, that's crazy. When they're like 10.
Said, why did you not F your Caesar Grin?
Why did I not F my Caesar? Because it was at a time when I had limited resources and I kind of never did it. But I guess we should do that. Let's just do that. That's what we can spend a lesson on. Also, Caesar kind of did enough, you know?
Lord Blazefire 1985 said Helen Lovejoy is from The Simpsons. She's a major Karen.
Oh, I see. Okay, Simpsons reference. Man, that's one of the things I missed. I never was a Simpson guy.
Bolty said, so Grin, did you read The Night Only Lives Today yet?
I have not. I have it open. I kept it up. What is it about, Bolty? Give me the base notes of what it is. Quick. Like within a handful of sentences. Like I can tell you, Suicide Hunter is a story about a guy who, every time he kills himself, he goes back in time a day. So he uses it to go back in time to kill the S-rank hunter that becomes a monster. And then he basically starts climbing up and plays with time in that way. So he like resets stuff. Anyways, I did a bad job in condensing it, but I digress. It's good, says Bolty. Why, thank you, Bolty. How did you start watching the cursed one or no? What do I want to use for this one? Do I want to use my easy build or my slightly better build? Maybe we'll use this. I still don't know how to do this rotation. I forgot what the rotation of this was, but yes. Should we use it? Yeah, fuck it. Let's use this one. It's a regression story, and it kept repeating days until he gets to be a knight, which is his goal. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, man, regression stories that are like Groundhog's Day are tough, because that's what it sounds like. Because it basically just amounts to like, you're going to fall in love with all of these people, build a shit ton of connections, and at the end of it, they're going to be like, hey, what's good, dude? And then a tear is going to fall down your face, and you're like, oh, shit. They don't know how much we've been through. And it's like, damn. But at least it is, yeah, it compound interest a little bit, something. What do we want to do here? Do we want to do... I actually don't know if this is going to be the play here. Ba-ba-de-ba, smoke, woman, go, brr, all that stuff. Parry, Panda Man. I don't know what the panda... Does anybody know when the panda eventually gets a lot of these weird donuts on his bar? How do I get rid of them? How do I do the thing that spends that currency? Because I have no fucking idea. Stop it! Parry! Fucking, I'm awful at this. This. Do one of these. Also, I wish there was a character that had like an auto attack stun thing, but then also allowed me to play them, or allowed me like do stun outside of that. So like double stun, like you could melee, build up stun, or do other things. No. Sure, fuck it. I guess we'll do that. Then we'll go back to her. We'll do this. We'll do this cool thing. Damn it, he's gonna be dead. Ah.
Out of the way.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh. And now... Parry!
Let's get cooking. Breaking through.
We'll heal up a little bit.
Exclusive recipe made just for you.
This might actually not be the best battle. My voice cracked. I'm ashamed. Anyways, this.
An opportunity.
We'll do this. Parry. Melee. Stop moving so much. God damn it. Build up the parry already. There we go. Good.
Quick, get a mother down.
Good. We'll go to you.
Disappointing.
We'll do this. Burn our thing that way. Lovely. Do this.
Obliterate form and spirit.
So many things happening on screen. This. Then this again.
Is sealed.
Will this be enough to kill you? We'll see.
Keep your guard up.
Yes. Clean. Not a clean rotation, actually, but a good enough rotation. All right. Let's see. Bodhi says, it's a regression story. He keeps repeating the same day until he becomes a knight, which is his main goal. I started reading the other recommendation, and it's also very good, but they all are so short. Bodhi, you're a psychopath. You're a crazy person. These are stories that are like, almost all of them are like 80-plus chapters, which is pretty long. That's almost a season and a half of manga time. And I've also given you ones that are like 120 fucking chapters, and you've been like, I binged it in a day. So I think you are the common denominator here, and not the stories. I've realized how long some of these manga are when I go back to be like, I love that story so much, let me reread it. And not realizing you're like, fuck, there's so much here, man.
Lone Syndicate said in regards to Panda's buff, you just swap to your Yixuan and the stacks go away over time.
Okay, what is the rotation, Lone? Do you know? Like, do I basically like try to get those like Panda with his like little, what are those things called? Those little like dumpling things filled, and then I switch to her? Do I need to do something to like mine those out in some capacity? Or is it like the cat thing? For her, I think I just spend her E. I wish she had like this. I wish this... What? No, sorry. I wish this did like stun damage, but it doesn't really, you know? So I really only feel like I can activate her ability and that's it, but I digress. Also, I should not have given you a second life. Switch to you. I fucked. Yeah, it's so weird. I fucked up the rotation a little way. I don't know why it switches to her. Yeah, I need to like swap them around.
Inadequate.
Oh.
Shit. Focus.
I don't know if I did good there. I fucked up a little bit.
Shit.
Lone Syndicate said first off to swap your team to make Panda go after Yijian because right now your buff is going to Fuji.
Oh, I thought that was what's happening.
McFlufferton said, speaking of binging in a day, Cat Quest 1. I finished it all in one stream yesterday. Only things I have left to do for achievements require new game plus modifiers.
Damn, yeah, guys. I can't remember last time I finished a game. Well, I have a bad memory. It was Avowed. It was Avowed. I thought we did one other one. Ah, I forgot what was the other one we did. Let's switch Panda with you. So now, will that work out? I think so. Hopefully. Deploy. Good. I think, yeah, okay. What was that game I thought we played recently? It wasn't Avowed where we beat it, I thought. It was like kind of like a journey to kind of try to beat it. We did like a week of playing just that. I'm blanking out on it. It's driving me nuts. We'll do this. Panda, go! Also, I should switch to what's her name first. Got it. What buff is she also providing? I don't know. Is it like an HP buff? Probably. Parry!
What a nuisance.
Parry again. I don't have it.
McFlufferkin said, and with the first game pretty much done and dusted, I'll be streaming Cat Quest 2 today.
Ooh.
Doubt I'll finish it as fast.
Gnawing Fetus said Doom.
Doom, that was what. Thank you, Nah. Got great memory. Doom was the game. That was great. I already am forgetting Doom now. I'm like, it's the best game ever. It is. I still adore it. I yearn
Lone
for it every now
Syndicate
and
said
again.
you are buff, or you referring to Grin?
The Panda or the, either of them. Because I know this is our best team. I just don't know why we do what we do. Stop. Parry.
Inadequate.
If you guys don't say parry, are you really parrying? You know? It's funny because there's an anime that's literally about this. Where he's like constantly says parry every time he hits, and he's like, that's his whole gimmick. He's like, he can parry anything. It's okay. It's it's kind of slow at the end, but it's fine. I can't remember the last time I watched an anime where I was like, that is amazing. I also have a tendency to not watch good anime because I'm worried that I'm going to watch them and then they're going to be gone forever. I want to save them, you know? Which is weird. It is not a good way to think. Also, did he transform yet? Damn it! He always leaves.
McFlufferkin said Perry? Perry the platypus.
Haha, the guy. Man, that's such a weird thing. I remember when the internet fucking loved the ever-living shit out of that Phineas and Ferb show. And I get it, because it was kind of I always walked by it and thought, oh, it's funny. Some of the jokes are landing, even though I'm an adult. But, yeah, definitely in, like, I just never expected the internet to love it that much. Felt like it was a lot. But it was essentially a good show.
Take a break.
Just die. There. Oh, I gotta take off this sweater. It's hot. It's getting hot. Although, guys, what did you guys do in the last 3 weeks? Surely something happened. Like,
McFlufferkin said it's part of why there's a new season of Phineas and Ferb.
oh wow, really? Oh, I just thought that was done. I'm curious if they'll do something fun like after the fact, like 10 years later kind of thing. Oh jeez. Oh, that tends to not work out. I remember there's one of the best.
Lone Syndicate said Panda buff sheer force for Yixuan and Fufu buffs crit damage when she uses her chain attack.
Oh, her chain attack. Okay, so I need to make sure I get the chain attack with the Lion Girl. I need to make sure I get the. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. So try to bait out that stun and then hit with her E skill will cause that to be a chain detonation, and then I can switch off of her, or maybe just anybody. I might just switch off. Maybe I just use a chain attack.
Catman 11,234 said, besides my being given warehouse ownership, we floated down a river in tubes as a company. We tied tubes together with rope and drank as a floating barge of chill people.
Damn, man, the life of a startup is wild. That's crazy ass shit. Woo. Sounds like quite the adventure, though. Both the startup journey, the work you do, and also hopefully the outcome that you eventually get with whatever product you're making. Shit, I don't want to play with this team again. I like my easy team to play, man. Lighter, Caesar, and good old Astra Yao. It's just easy. It works. I don't have to manage much, and it just cooks people. You know? Yeah. I feel weird. I'm sitting on like 12k gems. I'm not sure. Like I know like there was leaks in the Discord which people showed, which I appreciate. Which was the 2 new characters coming down the pipeline after these 2, and none of them really like. I really like the Jane Doe character. I wanted to ask Lone about this because I know he also liked Jane Doe a lot. The new character, she doesn't kind of seem very as cool as Jane Doe to me. Her look is neat, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Probably that. I haven't looked too much into it, so I'm definitely missing something. But yeah.
Lone Syndicate said Grin keeps say Astra Yao, but he mean even. I wish Grin got Astra though.
Yes, I do too. That's what I meant.
McFlufferkin said I streamed daily for the last 3 weeks, saw the new Fantastic Four, saved the BL4 character info for when you got back. Had a birthday, and excited for upcoming THQ games like Titan Quest 2.
Oh, okay, Titan Quest
Cat
2,
with
okay.
11,234
Happy
said
birthday.
we lost 3
That's
tubes
awesome.
to
Happy
sharp
birthday,
rocks.
fluff
I
shit.
gave someone
Sorry.
my tube since I have shoes that could walk along the bottom of a river, and I did that for 2 miles since the river was too low in spots. Had to drag.
Lost 3 tubes to sharp rocks. Damn, okay. Okay, yeah, well, that sucks. That sounds terrible. But I was going to say, man, another thing that's crazy about the vacation I forgot to tell you guys about, holy shit, Portugal waves flatten your ass out just completely. They pick you up and smash you to the ground. But what they don't tell you about, which maybe I just haven't been in the ocean very often, which I don't, I go to lakes in Canada, but there's sharp as fuck rocks
so
out there,
far
or
saved up
seashells.
approximately 190 or more pulls for seed or fee and the angels of delusion.
Oh, so you're ready to rip. You're locked and loaded. But yeah, in Portugal, like, there's like tons of fucking jagged ass rocks at the beach, so like you have to like swim a decent bit out before you start like not shredding your feet on these things. And of course, the waves keep smashing you, so they're just smashing you against fucking like hard, sharp rocks, and you're like, ah, your feet are just getting torched, which is not great. Evelyn actually would like the fire buff. We're gonna do this.
Lone Syndicate said Jane is actual Alice best partner if she is at M2 though, and if you have Alice M2 even better. Then if you have Yuzuha M2, you know, have the best team in the game, even better than an M6 Miyavi team.
Wait,
G-Red said I did the same thing I do every day. Game, eat, sleep. My life in a nutshell these past 10 plus
In
years.
some cases, sounds kind of blissful, while simultaneously also feeling like you probably yearn for more. But what do you call it? Lone said Jane is actually Alice's best partner. Is Alice the one that looks like her, or is Alice the umbrella girl? Oh, no, Alice is the saber girl. Okay. And Yuzuha, who is that? Is that the umbrella girl? Lone keeps using these names, and I continue to be debilitated and can't remember them. But I assume that's what it is. But it's crazy to see that they go even beyond Miyabi. That's crazy.
There it is.
Punch.
Be gone. Gotcha.
Now we got the buff, and now we can just go nuts. There we go.
All exits
What are
now
these?
Lone Syndicate said Jane Rat Lady, Alice Saber Lady, Yuzuha Umbrella Girl.
Got so all 3 of those are her best team. Gotcha.
Amin Alami Mechich said Yo Green loved the last Let It Die
Thank
video.
you.
I started the self-esteem book, and God know I needed it.
Oh, you did? Holy shit! No kidding.
McFlufferkin said the same thing we do every week, Red. Try to take over the world. And play It Takes Two, Split Fiction, and mod boobs onto things where it might not belong.
I do work for more. Trust me, I'm working on it. Still some Roblox. Oh, yay! But it's good to hear that you're working on it, buddy. Yeah, I think it's good to enjoy life, but I can also see. I think eventually, like that's what this vacation thing showed me a lot, which was like, yeah, I would rather have a life of meaning than a life of pure bliss. I guess is what weirdly in my head I kind of came to the conclusion of. But I was gonna say, Amin, I am over the moon that you checked that book out. That is huge. How are you enjoying
Lone
it?
Syndicate
Are you
said
doing the
also
actual
side
exercises?
note Grin, do remember Fufu can trigger her chain attack out of stun.
How? Is it when you build up that like little emblem thing on her kit? I watch these videos, and then because I'm looking at so much other stuff and I'm reading so much other stuff, it just goes in one ear and out the other, which is unfortunate. But yeah, definitely what ends up happening. Probably should use this just to get it out of the way. This is gonna be a long time until we start building enough stun. Ah, damn it. Can we chill out? Can we just relax? Do some of this.
Pledge my honor.
Hop! Build up stun, damn you! Good, we do more of this.
Securing the perimeter.
Gotcha now.
Back to
All
you.
exits are now sealed.
This. One of these. Pow! God, she's the fucking best. Just so sick every time you're like, dead. Fuck you, actually. Oh, she's so much style. Love this character. Honestly, this character probably better to me. Astriel. Evelyn to me is much better. I think I got enough. We got plenty enough. Even then, in Wither and Waves, which is the other girl, which I don't know why, but I just like her aesthetic more. even though she doesn't have like a cool second transformation ass form that makes her crazy. Also, Bolty says, GRINN the... Nope, that's not true, Bolty, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Lone Syndicate said, when the bar under her health is half full, it equals 1 stack, fully filled equals 2, and when off field, she'll auto-trigger the chain attack.
Oh, okay.
Amy Nalami Mechich said, only started yesterday when I saw the video Just Rick Head the Basics Principle chapter.
Nice, yes, yeah. But I wonder if... I think the book starts off by, like, saying that, like, it's really intense. It's basically like, this is not a book that you just read. This is a book where you read a chapter, and then you do the fucking exercise for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you want, until you get something, you extract something out of it, and then you move on. But, like, it was one of those books that I always appreciated the fact that it was like, if you do it this way, you will get nothing out of it, and you will walk away and feel nothing. The only way you get something out of this is you actually sit down and have to kind of rip open your own mind and your skeletons in your closet, and then get what you need out of it. Even though monsters will probably seep out as well, you will have to deal with. So that's nice. But I'm happy to see that you got into it, man. I hope it gives you the value that it gave me. Also, Buddy says, I gotta say, the Let It Die video was good. Almost made me reinstall the game. No! That's not what I wanted to have happen. That's really sweet. Did I tell you guys that how funny that is, though, about the Let It Die video? I recently have been getting reached out by, like, what I essentially...
McFlufferkin said so. A fun fact regarding one of the characters in Uma Musume, Goldship. She shares a Japanese VA with Zani from Wuthering Waves. So from reliable badass goat lady to goofy-ass horse girl.
Goofy-ass horse girl.
Lone Syndicate said also, GRINN, what did you want to ask me about Jane?
It wasn't so much about Jane, so much it was about the new character coming down the pipeline that looks similar to Jane. She has like a gun tail. It's like she's some of the new characters coming down the pipeline. I just wanted to know what you think about her, because for me, I thought she was gonna be the character I was the most excited for. But even when I looked at her gameplay, I didn't really see something that I thought, wow, you know, like, oh, I need that character. That character's so cool. But I just want to know what you think about it.
Fetus said, oh yeah, GRINN. Make that $$ from Let It Die lol.
Oh yeah. So let me. I'll finish what. So just catch everyone up to speed. So basically, I was reached out by Let It Die, like a person that I think is working on behalf of Let It Die, who's like an advertising agency, who says, hey, these group of people, insert company, which is Grassroots Manufacturer, would like to basically like pay for you, pay for sponsored content for you to do streams and such like that. And to me, I was sitting there and I was just like, the way I see it. So let me wrap up the story. I read that email, and then I published the video because I was already scheduled it.
Or Fee is going to change attackers forever if her kit stays the same.
Oh shit. Well, okay, maybe she's like a support character that's necessary in that sense. I never thought about it that way. I need more support characters, so maybe she's more interesting now. But pause text to speech real quick. I just want to finish this train of thinking. So, anyways.
McFlufferkin said Orphe, fire attack that I think is off-field DPS. I do wish Obel Squad wasn't almost entirely attack role, with Trigger, the sniper, I remind, being the only different role is stun.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know she was a part of Obel Squad, but I guess that makes sense. She's very military looking, right? But anyways, so I had this like Let It Die video chambered for when I left. So on my vacation, I read that email that was someone being like, "Hey, we would like to like do an advertising thing with you, a sponsor segment." So then I basically read the message and thought, well, I don't know if they're gonna want to sponsor me after that video, because I was pretty honest about the like kind of disparaging parts of Let It Die that I didn't like, or the bad parts of Let It Die that I didn't like. So I uploaded it, and I haven't got like a confirmation email again. Because right before that, they basically did like they reached out and then they did a follow-up and then the video went live. And to me, if they do another follow-up, I think I have two options. I have option one, say no, which is much more peace of mind for me, to be like, I don't have to like, you know, synthetically get into this game that I've kind of, again, it's tough because I don't want to imply that I'm like playing this game or covering it, because it's just a really difficult game to play and cover. It's like, not only is it like a live service game, but it's like, it's making it so hard to get anything. That's why like it's so nice when like if Borderlands 3 pops off, because it's a fun game to play, it's pretty chill, and it's updated for like 2 years on average usually. So it's like that'd be great if that one popped off. But of course, everyone's playing that because of that reason. So. But I have two options. One option, just fucking, I never said the email, never mind. Option two, ask an absurd amount of money to be sponsored, hoping they say no, and if they don't, then I just get paid and we do this thing and then we move on. So I don't know. I feel like I have two options. I'm waiting to get one more confirmation email to be like, hey, we're following up a third time, just to then be like, hey, here's a number that would make it like, yes, worth it for me to do. But even then, it's mostly going to be a number to hopefully be like, yeah, we're not really open to that. I'm like, great, bye. It's not that I hate the game. Again, it's just difficult to be like, I covered the game for so long. It's hard to describe the way I feel about Let Die. I love it to death, but I'm exhausted just by looking at it. Makes any sense. Just do the absurd money of the money thing and live. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just do the absurd amount of money thing. Yeah. I probably will definitely do that. Which I also got to like validate that this person is a legit person, which I do think it is. It usually you can see like red herrings of like a scam, especially on emails. But yeah, who knows? Let us level up Caesar, which is why we did what we did.
Lone Syndicate said no, Orphe is an attacker character, but Orphe is an attacker that works with other attackers, like how normally you want to pair an anomaly character with another anomaly character.
Okay. Does she work with Astra Yao at all? Not Astra, Evelyn, because she's fire, and I think she is also fire-based. But yeah, it'd be cool if she worked with Evelyn. Although I don't know if Evelyn's an attacker. I think she is. She is, yes, she is. They keep not giving Evelyn the character that she deserves to be, which is what I didn't say words, but I can't hear myself. It's hard to speak. Yes. Bang. All right. Well, we have more energy. What should we fucking level up, man? Evilness. To me, it's just like this person has just been offered a amount of money to do a thing. Yeah, like to me, I don't know why. I think I'm just also very numb to sponsorships at this point. Where like I feel like most sponsorships, no one gives a shit about what they're covering. And if I think you did, you would advertise it in a different way. So like if I genuinely liked a product, I'd probably say we should not do the one advertisement video and be done. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like if you're gonna pay me, it's fine, but pay me for at least 3 videos so I can do this throughout the course of like a week and a half, so I can actually push your products. I think it's gonna work. And if it's only one video, it's not gonna do much. Even if you have to take like a cut at what you're like getting offered, it's much better to do it that way. If you're actually trying, if you believe in a product, you're actually trying to push it. I think that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't know. I maybe I'm a scumbag piece of shit, but if I would totally like if Raid Shadow Legends was like, hey, we want to sponsor you, and the amount was sufficient, then I'd be like, yeah, because I think maybe it's because I think so many people already know Raid Shadow Legends what it is. It's a gacha game with heavy monetization aspects. Same thing with BetterHelp. And it's also something that I like. I don't know, man. There's also an angle of a lot of these things where like. Just like anything, it can be bad and it can be good. Like, I've heard people say that BetterHelp is this and that, but at the same time, I also can see somebody getting some value out of it.
Don't know yet, but from what I heard, Ellen new best team will be with Lighter and Orphe, but she'll probably work with Evailn, but her best team will still probably be with Lighter and Astra.
Lighter and... Oh, I see. Yeah. I guess that's true. The one thing I do think that's holding back Evelyn is just an artifact set, because I think she already does so much by herself without having anything. But yeah. We got Caesar
Catman 11,234 said I'd love a sponsorship because you could hopefully guilt-free get the Valve Deckard. I wouldn't mind you going for some money to improve future creation.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't know. It's tough because like that's something that I've talked about a little bit in the really long book reviews that I do that I hopefully no one watches all of them because Jesus Christ. But yeah, like one of the things that to me was a nicer perspective of things would be to. Instead of like this idea of you uploading a video and you spend like hours and hours on that video and you upload it and then it can either get like 1,000 views or like 10,000 views, or like 100 views. It's nice the idea of like compound interest if you have a product that you already have that you believe in, and then in every single one of those videos you add like just a thing that's like, hey, like you see like a bunch of content creators do this where it's like, hey, I have gamer subs, hey, I have this clothing line, hey, and sometimes it's like oftentimes better and it's like, hey, if you watch me because you want to know how to edit and you watch those videos, I made a course and this is something you can do. But in every one of those videos,
once they're accepting applications again, I feel like we should both try again for a GamerSubs partnership. I've seen plenty of different methods of how creators promote it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. The issue is it's like that's a great version of that. But the version of I think that is really empowering is when it's something that you have, so like you're not having to work through a middleman like GamerSubs where you're having to like sell their product, you're getting a small commission on that said product, and then then yeah. But to me, the idea is like, even if your videos get like 100 views, that's fine, because all you need is like one of those 100 to actually purchase your thing. And if that video gets 100 views every week,
that weird-looking cat on screen.
This one, Jafufu. I'm surprised you stopped playing was easy actually, Bolty. What should we do?
I'm here.
I'm in a weird place where I don't have anything. Well, I guess I could just keep getting artifacts for you guys, because this is my like best team theoretically in this game, where I have like 2 of the characters. I have all 3 characters that like make her really good. So that may be what we do. Is dump them into resin, I guess. Or not resin, sorry, they're artifacts that they use. That might be our only play. Man, so many gems have been lost. It's so fucking depressing. Anyways, I think it's this. It is the days and HP. Yeah. Also, it buffs up 2 of those characters, which is nice. Yeah. Nah, I'm glad I stopped. This looks all too complex and grindy to me. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Man, that's why I think we've seen recently, it was like Neverless to Everest, which is another gacha game that came out recently. That, like, to me, that's what I hope for. I want a game that's just like, you know how GTA, at least to me, GTA never felt like work in any way. It was kind of just like, you log in, you hang with your boys, you run around, you do some missions, you get some money, you buy some useless shit, 1,000, like another car or something. And it didn't feel like there was that much complexity. It was just like, hey, I mean, maybe like with some of the like running your own gang and like your own operation, that things are complex. But like in this game, you got to manage like builds and damage numbers and da-da-da-da. And I like that, but I also like just the hang, like the nice vibe. Honestly, the level of complexity that I love. Also,
I think Blade is live in Marvel Rivals now.
Now? It's a Friday? Yeah, maybe. Man, Blade looks sick as hell. Although it is also like a constant phenomenon where like, if you're excited for a character, it's probably the best for you to like wait till the next character comes out to play them. Like, I'm excited to play Phoenix because everyone's been playing Blade, and you can finally pick Phoenix. But also, Blade looks like a character that like, man, if I really wanted to play a game a lot, that'd be sick. Like, to play him, because he looks like he could do a lot. Like, provide super value in a bunch of different circumstances, which is nice. I do think Phoenix is good, but I think she's a lot more situational than I think people thought. Very similar to Hela, where, like, she's good, but, like, you're gonna get clapped usually if certain things happen. Like, yeah. Whereas, like, I'm used to playing characters that have, like, a lot of escape skills.
Said, Grin, you should check out my Yuzuha, Umbrella Girl, and Alice, Sabor Lady.
I can loan, but you've asked me to do this before, and it's always amounted to me being like, I don't know what I'm looking at because I don't know this game detailed enough to be like, yeah. Like, similar to Bolty in the complexity angle, I'm kind of just like, those numbers look high, I think. I don't know what the character requires because I'm not getting them, so I'm not looking into them. Where do I find, is it the Y? There it is. Friends, where's loan at? Boom. How do I check you out this? Check info. Let's see. Damn, they look great. All right.
I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea. Wanna hear a summer
G-Red
story?
said I want Saints Row 2 again. More than another GTA.
Yeah.
Though, GTA 6 looks good, and finally a playable female character for the first time in a non-spin-off GTA.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. The non-playable female character, yeah. And also the dude looks cool. The dude looks also like he looks awesome.
McFluffikins said
Not gonna happen here,
personality-wise, Yuzuha has become the new Nicole if you trade avarice for a prankster motif.
I was gonna say when I clicked on her thing,
Wanna hear a summer story?
I don't like her voice really. It's a lot. It's grating a little bit to me. As soon as Red said I just want another Saints Row 2, I didn't think it was possible for them to take what I think is my like third favorite game of all time, like Fable, and then I forget what the third one is, which is fucked up. But I knew there's a middle one there that I think I like about Red. I'm blanking on what it is. And then, probably New Vegas. That's probably what it is. And then, what do you call it? Saints Row. And the fact that the newest game has done so much damage to where it has just made me like, yeah. But you know what's fucked up though? I do think I do have the ambition to eventually go back and play the old, like the new reboot, and try to have some fun with it, because I do think it's a game that is not unfunnable. I just think it is a game that is like so off the mark that it is, yeah, it's just baffling. Because I love Saints Row. Like to me, I like Saints Row 2. I thought it was awesome, but also I love the way this franchise went. Like I like the, I do think it made the most sense for Saints Row to go back to like a more Saints Row 2 vibe, because they clearly like had like really built up. Like I do think it made the right choice of like, instead of just heavily leaning into what already GTA was doing, let's do something absurdly different and go into like superpowers and like absurdity and all this other stuff and like crazy customization and like weird outfits. Like I think all that made sense to like not to distinguish themselves in a different way. But after you've done 3 games, have added superpowers and have essentially destroyed the world, it's probably a good idea to like ground yourself again and to do the other stuff that you missed out on now that people are starting to get atrophied with all this other bullshit. So yeah, but yeah. Unfundable, purely through. I think if we turn off the dialogue and we just like do the conquest, because that's the thing that I don't feel like I have had that urge scratched. Is just the fun factor. Like the fun factor of like conquest games to me are awesome. Like Red Faction Armageddon, like shit like that. In a lot of ways, even a Far Cry. It's one of the reasons why I keep playing Far Cry games, is because I enjoy that format. But like this whole region, like Assassin's Creed, same thing.
McFlufferkin said Spook Shack characters are fun, decently potent thus far, but I'm locked in for the rest of the upcoming Obel squad and finally getting the virtual idols. Been over a year-long wait.
Yeah. Spook Shack sucks because I wish I would have gotten this character. Because as much as she's a little hard on the ears grading-wise, she does look kind of cute. Yes. What do we got here? These are the stats. I'm sure they're broken and godly, but for me, who knows nothing about this game. Well, it's not that I know nothing about the game. I think and this is maybe just like chaos and nonsense. I genuinely believe that like there's a capacity for the amount of information you have, and your brain will just start throwing shit out if you're like constantly pouring. Like if you have a cup and you're constantly pouring information into it, eventually it overfills and you just start chucking shit that it's not like directly applying immediately. And that's been me the last like 5 months, like constantly reading a bunch of shit and trying to learn a bunch of shit. Also, Jesus. Also, this fucking little raccoon being a total not good actually a good wingman, depending on whose team he's on. Anyways, you also got the weapon, you fucking bitch. Sorry, my jealousy steeped out there, Lone. By God, you also got the outfits, which of course you did. I don't know what I expected, less. Also, this character's got to be shitty, right? Because you just got her, and you surely didn't prep artifacts a month in advance. Yeah. I did like the pink overview, though. That's fun. You also got her weapon. Of course you did. You sick freak. Anyways, you also got her. Yeah, this is the character I want to level up, but I think she's kind of started to age out of the meta, but who knows?
All accounted for.
That's a good, actually. We should probably do that, because all these other characters I kind of are built. The only thing I can do is just build out their essence, but I could. Sorry. I got like a weird cough that's like, it's like a little thick layer of like liquid goes through my like lung, and then I can't breathe as easy, then I got a cough. But it's not cough. I just need to like get that out of my
said it won't take too long before Yuzaha and Alice rerun at least.
Yeah, hopefully.
Miyabi and Yanagi were the reruns for 2.1, so it's likely just a matter of months.
A man can hope. A man can dream, Fluff. I hope you are correct.
2, yes. All accounted
1, 2, yes. Stop fucking talking. Also, I have 2,400 battery capacity also. Also, I thought I had like a you haven't logged in for a month bonus. What is it?
Lone Syndicate said actually Yuzaha doesn't need her engine, you'd be better going for her M1 over her engine, but I like the effect the engine gives.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I do agree. It looks cool.
Gnawing Fetus said that sounds like the beginnings of pneumonia GRINN.
Don't do that to me. Don't you fucking Google me, Nong, in that sense. Google me in the sense that like you Google your symptoms and you're like, you have cancer. You're like, what? Excuse me. Please stop. But yes, I have it's not like that. To me, it's like a slight, like basically my dad went through the same thing where like you start off with a head cold, then it transitions to like a slight like dry pins and needles in your throat, and then eventually it levels up to like stabbing things in your lungs, or like then it ends up to like a little bit of liquid. Speaking from personal experience, don't do this to me. I do not want to be fucking put into the hospital, man. Please. Although I will say, I've always been pretty good about that. Some people have like an existential crisis sometimes with being cold, having like a sickness or something like that. I never Google my symptoms. I hope it just passes. But I also am really lucky to not get like giga wrecked usually. With that being said, though, usually when I do get sick, it's bad. Like it's like I'm bedridden and I'm like, god damn.
Lone Syndicate said, I want to kick GRINN in the chest every time I see his battery reserves maxed out respectively, of course, though.
Oh, that's honestly a fair statement. I understand the disgust. Oh man, I have never heard another person use the term kick someone in the
said throat
chest.
punch. Affectionate.
I was about to say the whole kick someone in the chest hits so hard. I think I've used that once before, and that's such a good fucking line. I'm so pissed. I'm gonna kick you in the chest. I don't know why. I envision like a fucking spin kick to the chest, just gah. Because the stomach you'd be, but the chest you would get fucking dropped immediately. I always watch them. I'll be right back. Oh jeez, I knocked that over.
Bolty said PSPSPSPSPSPS.
Ooh. I feel similar seeing all the red exclamation marks on nearly every
G-Red said I have Googled my symptoms for things before, and it mostly only served to massively increase my anxiety. Which made things worse, making my brain create fake symptoms and then anxiety attacks.
I agree, man. I've seen my mom and subsequent other person in my family that is not directly related but kind of related do the same thing where I'm like, damn guys, it just seems like you're doing this to yourself and like you're miserable about it. There we go. That was the wrong character to switch to. Yeah, damn it, I'm messing this up.
McFlufferkin said never try to self-diagnose. You'll give yourself negative placebo effects.
Yep. What if you try to positive yourself? That is also a thing. I think it's a nocebo. But it's basically... No, that's what you guys are talking about. You're not talking about the nocebo effect. What if you placebo your effect? You say, hey,
Lord
I got a disease that
Blazefire
makes me attractive and happy.
said Pepsi the choice of the new generation.
Pepsi? That's crazy. I always feel like people are crazy. My mom is one of those people who is like, Pepsi is better than Coke. And I just think it's like Pepsi immediately gets flat way too fast. It gets like flat, like loses carbonation way too fast. And it's way sweeter. And I don't know what it is about Coca-Cola, but it has just the right amount of like burn when you drink a lot of it. Like when you're drinking greasy food and then you drink like 3 gulps and then you're like, I need to stop. Because that's enough carbonation to be like, ah, shit. Do your thing, damn it. Why isn't he... Caesar, what are you doing to me? This. There. Get Astra out here. Evelyn, shit. Also, I don't know what event... Does anyone have a suggestion for the ZZZ event that we should partake in? Thoughts? Because we're about to finish out leveling up some upgrade material and putting Rena to the sky. Although I don't know what team she's going to go in. Because yeah. It's a real big bummer that I lost the one girl, the umbrella chick. I don't want that much.
Lord Blazefire 1985 said, you know I was joking, not debating, but it's okay.
Yeah, I always have this
Gnawing
thing.
Fetus said Pepsi has a better taste than Coke when I can taste it. Diet. McFlufferkin said I don't really like either cola brands, but if I had to choose, cherry Coke I prefer over anything Pepsi. But I tend to pick stuff like ginger ale, Sprite, Starry, or 7
I agree.
Up.
Ginger ale to me is peak. Sprite is also good. Also in overseas, it's significantly better than anything we have in the West because it's in a glass bottle and it's delicious. But I was gonna say, what do you call it, Lord? I've said this once. I'll say it again.
Lone Syndicate said, question, you want to get into a story or you want to do something you can play in the background and chat?
Like I would like to do one of the events so I can chip away at it and be effective. So what would be a good event to do that is not like, here's a fucking mini game where you're a snake and you're running around a map as a snake, and you're like, all right, well, this isn't fun. Give me something that's hopefully we could start make some headway in. And yes, but I was gonna say, to Lord's point, I will never default to that is probably not serious or that is a joke. I will always default to I will take this seriously unless you guys put like JK in your message. Because it's the cost of not taking something seriously is always greater than just pretending it's
sodas from Mexico with
it's
real sugar instead of artificial sweeteners are always better tasting. Personal favorite recent discovery is lime Aritos.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Lone Syndicate said then the summer event would be good to start on.
Perfect. We'll do that. Tell me when I ask in a minute here, please. Guys, let's go to big camera for this. I found a new chip that I like. Okay. Have you guys ever had motherfucking Taki? Anybody? Ooh, they had a little bit of it in Portugal, man, and I was thrilled. And I could totally tell, like, the concept in the brain. Where they were like, think about it, guys. Think about it, all right? Everyone's favorite chip is the folded, curved chip. Okay? So what if we just sold a spindle of sticks that are basically a wrapped up stick? Like a curved, mega curved chip, alright? Also, dude, the fucking value proposition of Taki is insane. Alright? You get a bag, it's 90% air nowadays. Taki, it's like 80%. Even if it is like 30% full, it's still dense because it's literally like a rolled up chip, essentially. Crazy value. Crazy value for what you get. I was sitting there eating them. I had like fucking 20 or sorry, 200, like something crazy. And I was like, I devoured half the bag. It's crazy. Absolutely wild. But a good ass chip, I'll have you know. I will say they're good. It's more of a, I feel like they're people who only like texture will like them a lot. People who don't like texture or don't care about it will not value them as high.
Said Markiplier ruined them in part because apparently he doesn't eat the chip, just sucks off the spicy coating.
What a monster. That sounds awful. Oh my god, yuck. If I'm the opposite. I really enjoy the texture because I like I used to always eat Miss Vicky chips, which are like a really hard like oven baked looking chip type thing. But I like the texture of them a lot, and they're like really crunchy and crispy. But I will say, I think they don't have like as yummy of a taste. At least the flavors that I've had the spicy one, the like purple one, and it was okay.
G-Red said bag chips suck balls.
Yes,
Pringles are best, at least from chips I've had.
Pringles are bad. Pringles to me taste.
Lone Syndicate said GRINN, the summer event is the one you probably want to start.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll do that one. I was wondering if I wasn't going to be able to distinguish what it is, like find it, but I'm sure it's obvious, so I'll just find it then. I was going to ask you about that then, but yeah.
McFluffykins said my brother and I have higher spicy tolerance, but I personally just hate anything that is hot and not flavorful with spices.
Right point, yeah. There's this idea of like, it's like masochism versus like I want something to be nice and taste nice, and sometimes those nice tastes are behind fire. Okay, but that doesn't mean I want just the fire. That's not the point of the goal here. Also, BC says, no, why no? You not like him? I'm the only person I've met that doesn't like Taki. Really? Oh, man. Maybe you just haven't found the flavor that you like. Like, that sentence just ruined them even more for me. That's insane. That's the craziest take on anything. That's also just, like, bad for you. You're like, I just wanted to eat the preservatives and not the actual food. Like, what? That's wild. Also, just spitting, like, the disgust of, like, spitting a wet-ass piece of, like, bread or whatever into a bowl is heinous. Ugh. Different strokes for different folks is one of those things. Alrighty. Let us do a little bit of the event thing. Then maybe we'll wind down with some memes. What am I doing? Which one is it? That looks kind of summery to me. No, that's the money event. Chess League. Oh no. Oh, my chest. Ghost Ship Adventure. That sounds kind of similar.
Bolty said we could do Rivals too.
I don't really have the Rivals urge. I haven't played in a while.
Said best value proposition for a bag of chips or crisps has been Fritos. They have the least air to chip ratio in each bag, although recent years has been hard on them too.
I don't know if I know what to imagine when I think of that. What, Fritos? Let's take a little aside down the chip Hellscape. I found these other chips that it was delicious. They were at Costco. They're like churro chips. Is that right? There they are! These fucking things. These are damn good. Oh my god, I'm sick. These fucking things. I don't know where I got them. They're damn good. Turtle chips? Chips? Yeah, turtle chips. Fucking hella good crunch. They're like hyper folded and shit. Taste delicious. You guys want? If you guys want a recommendation from GRINN, this is a good one. This is good. I'm not sure if you have them available in your country, but if you see them over there, they're damn good. Like it's the crisp. They're also like very dangerous. By dangerous, I mean they're the kind of chip that like you can eat like 7 of, and they're just like you're like infinitely. They're like the crunch.
McFlufferkin said never seen those
You're just
before,
bang,
but
bang,
I'll keep an
bang.
eye out if we can find them in US Costco.
Give them a whirl because they are just like I don't know how to describe it, but they're like one of those chips that you could just eat forever, and like it like disintegrates in your mouth. So you're like, oh, this is totally fine. Look in the back, and they're just as like calorie dense as any other chip, but they're so crunchy, they're so crispy. And this is like they kind of look. That's a bad version of what they look like, but yeah. That's what they look like. They look like they have like all these folds, and they're just tasty. Tasty. But let me look at what they have. Frito is. What is this? Fritos chips. Oh, okay, yeah, those are good. And those have. I don't find those have this good flavor profile. Like their texture is good, but they're not.
Lone Syndicate said next time I order groceries, I try searching for them.
You order groceries? That sounds peak.
McFlufferkin said they sort of remind me of mini wheat cereals.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah, they kind of have a slight cereal taste, slightly. But yes, Fritos. I know Fritos. Fritos are these guys. These guys are like king of corn chips, essentially. But yes. Also, man, $17 for a packet. I guess that's a pack of chips, but still, $4. That's terrible. Anyways, but yeah, it's not bad. Man, I love pretzels, but for whatever reason, ever since I turned like a little older, I can't eat pretzels anymore. They make my acid reflux go wild. All right, which one is the summer event? That is the story. This one is probably the summer event. Ghost Ship Adventure, but maybe it's down here. Nope. It is that. Okay, Ghost Ship Adventure, take me to the place. BC says, Flamin' Hot Doritos are just normal Doritos that haven't been light. Maybe you guys don't have like a sweaty proclivity, but to me, man, I'll start to sweat. And I hate it. That's why I hate summer so much, is because dude, Portugal was crazy because that was just what it was all the time. I wanted to do the math for you guys. It was 35 to 37 Celsius.
Lone Syndicate said, yes, I order my groceries mainly because 2 reasons. 1, the actual groceries cost less than in store, and plus I save money on travel to the store.
Yes, I order groceries. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, especially, it depends on what your circumstance is, for sure. I don't know if I'd ever shop anywhere besides Costco, because it's just such a good deal for bang for buck. That was what I was going to point out. Over in it is such a like culture shock to find
Lord
out.
Blazefire 1985 said summer is hot and boring. My opinion.
Amen. I agree. Also, winter is cozy, fun, and enjoyable, and cozy. And yeah. It was 102 Fahrenheit. Thank you for doing the conversion. That's what it was. It was 102 Fahrenheit the whole time, almost. Like the whole time. It's also like a hotter heat than you think. Because, man, and I don't know what it is. Someone's trying to tell me how like it works, but like Portugal is in a specific location that I think it's like I'm not sure if it's the ozone layer or whatever,
Lone
but it doesn't have as much diffusion.
I don't live near a Costco. I would like to shop there one day, though.
Oh my God, Lone. It is a dream. It is a dream, and like the reason why I say that is because after going to these other locations, autumn is the best. I agree. Autumn is peak. If we could just live in a location which is autumn perfectly, which is kind of like London, it feels like. London kind of seems like it has the highest degree of autumn, which is just rain and yeah. Anyways, but yes. It had high humidity too, yeah. So it's wet. You feel like damp. It's disgusting. Anyways, over in the we stopped by London airport, and we stopped by Portugal and all these other variables. But the proportion size over there, man, is a scam. And I say that because it's such a surreal thing where, like, okay, this small bag of chips not only costs slightly more than what it does back home, but they're giving you just significantly less. Now, funnily enough, this might be like an export thing, but I think the food, like you get like a chicken steak with like a side of fries that's delicious for like $6 essentially. So maybe that's where it is. Like the food is cheaper, but like the junk food is just significantly more money for less. But it was just such a contrasting difference to me of like, oh, wow, that's like where like so long as you're not a fucking glutton and you're like, oh, this giant bag of chips, I'm going to eat all of them now. Instead, you're like, I'm going to eat that and then put it away and then do that for like the next 3 weeks and be good on chips for a while instead of having to spend so much on so little. And then them over there be like, we're so like petite and we're just not obese over there. No, you're just getting scammed. You're just getting less and having to pay for more. It's crazy. It's a bad deal. But the food is actually where it comes up. But I think that's just because certain restaurants over there are like so baked into the culture of Portugal to like have a chicken farmer that you just buy meat from. So that's like dirt poor or dirt cheap. And also the food over there, dude, is like the highest quality stuff. Like you eat a piece of chicken and it just tastes perfect. No weird like chewy tendons or nothing. Just delicious. They also put salt on everything, so you're just going to be like sodium to the
Lord
gills.
Blazefire 1985 said om nom 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 yummy.
So good, dude. So good. Honestly, I'm not a big food guy, but like hot damn, the food there slaps. It is. Yes, I will say though, this is the one like other difference I noticed about Portugal, which I think was interesting to think about. But it is the vibe is entirely different as far as like time. So like in the West, I think you're often like how long it takes you to wait at a restaurant is probably pretty low. But in Portugal, dude, you make an order and it'll be like 30 minutes until a waiter even asks you like what drink you want. And then they'll disappear for like another hour. And then they'll finally come out with like, okay, now we're ready to take your food or ask what food you want. Like it's just a super laid back, slower vibe. And also people eat like 4 meals there, like 5 meals. It's weird in that sense. Like the food is amazing, but it's like no one's rushing. No one's like trying to like cater to you. And also waiters aren't very happy. I'm not sure if this is like a symptom of like tipping culture, not existing over there as much. But yeah, it's one of those things where like waiters don't smile at you. They don't really try to accommodate you. They're not trying to be like overtly helpful. They're just kind of like really like, I'm just here to take your food and give you the meal and like leave me alone. Like, you know, which I mean, I enjoyed the facade of them trying to at least be cordial, but a lot of them were pretty like, yeah, okay, we'll get your food. And then they'll disappear for like an hour. You're like, all right, well, yeah. And I heard the same thing for people who have went to like Italy or Rome. Any country that has been like alive for a long, long time have kind of had like this chill vibe where they're like, don't worry about it, it'll all work out. I'll wake up and turn on my shop.
Bolty
at like,
said maybe cause they think you are locals. Maybe.
Probably not because Portugal is like has a people speak Portuguese there, so they're really easily able to tell that you're like a foreigner usually. Because you're speaking English. But I will say, over the last like 10 years, apparently, the rate at which you find people speaking English is high.
The splash art for this event is neat. Pirate, privateer theme.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen the one guy here. I'm not sure if they're going to introduce him. Also, are you not voiced? What the F? Maybe they come alive in the story. How do I get Wise's fucking like beach god outfit? Beach warrior outfit, I should say. Because this one I want to replace. I don't like this outfit on him at all. But it's the new ones who are wearing it. Also, Jesus Christ, that guy has got the biggest tits ever, honestly. Beats these tiny women as well. What a guy. Sorry. Damn. Also, BC says, summer and winter, worst seasons in my opinion. So hot, everything's damp and smelly, and winter is so cold, can't do anything. And we always, it snows for like at least 3 days. Well, the only reason I like winter is because to me it facilitates like a cozier thing. Like, and maybe it's because I live in Canada where like you'll die if you're outside. It's so cold, so it kind of creates a camaraderie. Like in Canada, like if I told you like if a person was like, oh yeah, I'm Canadian, I moved there for 10 years and got my citizenship or something and then left. And then I said, okay, let me do a Canadian test. If there is a blizzard happening and there is a guy crashed in the side of a bank what do you do? And they're like, oh, I probably get to my location and then, maybe phone someone and ask for help. And they're like, you're not a Canadian, because if you are, you'd help that person, because if you don't, you'll die. It's one of those things where like you have to help your neighbors, because you're sure as shit hoping that ever happens to you, which is very possible because there's ice all over the roads. That holy shit, someone else will help you. So it's one of those things where it's like you're not nice by being rewarded. You're nice by
since we
you
might
have
be
to.
about a half or full hour away from transitioning to my stream, gonna grab a snack.
Eat up.
Back
Yeah.
shortly. Phone lurking mode activate.
Nice. I hope we were able to play a little bit of this game. Also, I wonder if they introduce these characters in this. He looks cool. I don't know if I love his proportions are very odd, but I do think that's cool though. Like I do. Again, we talked about for a while. We want a beefy ass boy in these games. You start trying to do all these twinks everywhere, but it is a weird ass proportional thing where his like chest is frighteningly like awkward looking, I guess is my point. It's not just look beefy. He looks kind of like, what the fuck happened to you? Do you have tumors? Like, yeah. Also, I think he's a 4-star, so there's no hope of him getting a cool skin, There we go. Choose the preferred buff. I guess we only get one choice, so we'll do this. Is this her? Oh, so you gotta already play with her before before she was live? Got it. Oh, it's not, I mean, kind of, yeah.
Lord Blazefire 1985 said beefy men got them pecs, mang. Winter I go for it. Cozy time. Tea, coffee, hot cacao, or warm water. I'll be playing merry-go-round Howl's Moving Castle style.
McFlufferkin said they're all introduced in the 2.0 and 2.1 story. He uses a thick blade.
Thick blade? I gotcha. Maybe he's a muscle man. He needs to be heavy to throw around the blade. Maybe. Bully said, so are we going to do a community kind of week thing eventually? Okay, so yeah, this is another thing I want to talk to you guys real quick about. So, let's go full cam for this. Okay, so I am too jet lagged, tired, and need some fucking balance in my life. So we're not doing a full stream like week on Monday. My nose, it's like blocking my capacity to breathe. So we're not doing that on Monday, but I think what we'll do is next Thursday we might start our Risk of Rain arc, in which we'll probably be doing Risk of Rain as the main thing. That's the plan. Hopefully, yes, that works out. But we'll probably do that next week. So anyone who wants to play Risk of Rain co-op-wise can go ahead and log in. I'm sure there's, I thought both Cat and Red and Fluff and people who play Risk of Rain were setting up some sort of thing, like a server or like a mod thing to just install and let it rip. So that is what we will be doing for a whole last week. Well, yes, I'm trying. It's always weird because to me, like sometimes I wonder if we should have like Thursday, Friday, Saturday be like whatever, like just anything, meme reacts and Marvel Rivals and all this shit, and then Monday should be when we say okay for like a whole last week all the way till. Well, no, because I guess it adds up to that anyway. Yeah, probably we'll just say we'll play Risk of Rain, and then if we ever atrophy on Risk of Rain, then we'll change it up and like add a Marvel Rival stream in there somewhere just to give ourselves a break. That makes more sense. Let's do that. We'll start off Risk of Rain. We'll probably do that for like 3 days, and then we'll maybe inject something else in there like meme reacts or
Catman
Marvel Rivals, and then we'll do more
11234
story.
said the announcements channel contains a quick 52-second tutorial showing that this is as easy as copy and pasting one string of letters.
Oh wow!
For modded at least. For vanilla, I own all DLCS and items.
Perfect. Okay, hopefully that works out. I'll probably have to like ask about some questions in the tomorrow stream just to make sure everything's set. I think so, right? Wait, what's today? Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday. We still have Saturday, yeah. Risk of Rain is great. Yeah. Hopefully, that's my first time playing it and seeing it, and I hope it doesn't absorb my life.
Lord Blazefire
I need my life right now.
1985 said BTWI posted the song on music in Discord.
Oh, a song in music. I don't know if I want to listen to the songs on stream, Lord, because it can sometimes be copyrighted. And yes, it's always dangerous. And even though you might be like royally free, you'd be surprised how much royally free music actually uses like one like
Raid
drum
Nate
snare.
said, "Hey yo, I'm back."
Well, that's good. Raid, sorry. What do you call it? Some people use like a drum snare that is a part of like a program by which then this like shitty company will then like just say, hey, by the way, all those drum snare songs you made, we own that 1-2 millisecond thing. That's our song now, and we're getting copyright claimed on those videos. So it's really weird. Copyright is really weird in the sense that you got to like run it, try it, and then hope for the best, and be ready for your fucking whole archive channel to be destroyed, or not destroyed, but like monetized away. So yeah, it is tough. By the way, the post of this song, I'm back. Meet after. Oh, you mean after the stream check? Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll do my best to check it out. I'll see what's this about. We just go.
Catman 11234 said items and characters must be unlocked by the host to be usable by everyone in the lobby.
Oh shit.
I'll check to make sure I have every item later tonight, but I should have all characters too. Excited.
Okay, so is that how it's gonna work? Are you gonna host and we're just gonna stick together? Is that like... oh, I'm not... fuck! Shit! I just seen my dumb face. Sorry. We're just stabbing things. It's not that crazy. Yeah, I don't like how she sounds like... It's like Saber. Saber's stuff is very, like, precise and finessey, and, like, you hear, like, a single arrow slash kind of thing. Not very... I want, like... Boosh! Boo! Like, an earth-shattering crackle. I do like the flair that these... Again, I really do regret not getting the Umbrella Girl, because I would have really... I do fuck with this whole vibe that they have. I like the whole beach, silly vibe thing. I don't know when we'll get another version of them, though. Yeah, and I'm not sure if the one guy is an equivalent of him. Or, sorry, like the big, beefy broadsword guy, if he's also a part of this weird, like, fucking... I don't know, it's like a little clubhouse vibe. Like a beach clubhouse thing. Bolty says, I think characters are player bound / save file
Catman
bound.
11234 said, when we all have launched the vanilla game, we just join on the host and the host chooses the lobby modifiers. We all choose a character and difficulty, then it starts.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty chill. Yeah, we have a lot of time to plan and work.
Lone Syndicate said yes, he's a part of it too.
He's also part. Okay. So wait, we still usually, well, there's like a lot of, I guess, there's a lot of people in each group. So.
McFluffican said he is part of Spook Shack, but he is coming with 2.2 supposedly.
Is he a 5-star or is he a 4-star? Because if he's a 5-star, then I think he's a little more interesting. Because I think if he is, that could mean that he could have like skins in the future that could make him look even cooler. And he doesn't look terrible. I just think his like proportions are slightly off-putting. Also, I can't use the one lady. I want to use the other person. What do we got? Alice triggers blade, deals massive physical damage. The next thing that does. Dash, counterattacks. No, let's do that one. Base damage increase. No, he's
Catman
A rank.
11,234 said Google says actually that the host shares all unlocks, plus any items you pick up that you haven't unlocked will count as an unlock for your save file.
Is this a Gemini thing? Dude, it was so funny hearing on our vacation with family talk about how, like, it's happened. People just, instead of saying Google it, they say ask ChatGPT or ask Gemini or these weird things. Like, we're deep in we're trusting AI regardless. I'm no better. I'm very much in that camp. I use AI a lot. Like, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of times it's wrong, but it's one of those things where I'm like, it's right enough to be, like, infinitely easier to ask it a question than to just kind of like hope for the best, you know? Because like the level of detail and like research you need to do to like find out the worth of something is crazy. So even if it's slightly shit, it's good enough to be worth it to me at least.
You're all riddled with flaws.
Bang!
I see your weakness.
Die already!
Adjust your breathing. Blink your strikes to score.
Let's say, please, are you still not dead? Man, damn! Well, that was fun. That was a fun little, like a perfect dodge counterattack.
Here to dance.
Ba 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 ba. My nose is bothering me so much. Ah. Wait. Relax. Also, fuck it. I'm going to have a little Kinder Egg here because I'm feeling low on sugar. I don't know why. It's probably not the reason. I just feel like my brain's not working. Could be the sickness.
McFluffican said with the earlier mention of Pringles, they released a new product called Mingles that are pretty good, more like a puff rather than a chip or crisp, and has some interesting flavor combos.
That's some huge news. I seen like a weird innovation, which was like Pringle can, but it does this. So like you open it, it's like a slotted thing, so that you can eat it like that instead of
Raiden
having to
said,
reach
wait till
in
we
there.
finally play Risk of Rain
We
soon.
are. It's next Thursday. We're doing it. That's our month, a week of streaming. Not month. Jesus Christ, month. No, not months. The week. The Monday, Thursday through Sunday, Saturday. Jesus. This character's fun. I take back what I said. She's really fun in her counterattack ability. It's fast and it's fun. What was that?
No time to deal with you individually. Apologies.
What was that like?
G-Red
passive
said
dodge?
I have still yet to use AI for anything.
Really?
I
Oh.
still just use Google for info searching.
Once you go back, Red, you can't go. Once you what? Once you try it, I don't think you'll go back.
Sorry for stealing your spotlight.
It's so nice because you actually like. And I gotta tell this. So, fuck. I'm eating chocolate and I also have that gooey thing in my throat. Horrible sentence. Anyways, I was the same
Lone
way.
Syndicate said also Grin, I never told what I've been
Yeah.
doing these past 3 weeks and nothing much, just doing my internship and
That's
work, been
huge.
kinda busy, haven't really played any games outside of gacha or watched any anime.
I can keep him busy. That's great to hear, Lone. Any update on the
Raiden said, "Oh,
VTuber
okay,
thing?
cool. I was gonna be sad if we started Risk of Rain while I was on
Yeah,
vacation."
I got you right. Yeah, it'll hopefully work out. But that's what I was gonna say about the whole AI thing. I remember, like, way back in the day, I remember like venting to you guys about like, I just don't know how to use it. Like, I end up using it like Google, where I'm like, best VR game. Like, you know, I end up using it like that, and that's just not. It doesn't feel like it's right. And then now, man. Now I feel like I can't go back. Now I use it like I'm talking to a person that's like just a hive mind of intelligence. And I can be like, hey, it's funny because I even talk about it like this. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to find this like text-to-speech software, but I don't want it to have like a bunch of lag. I also would prefer if it had like accuracy. And ideally, it could work across my entire computer. Does that exist? And then it's like, yes, there are 3 things that exist like this. This is the only one that seems the most viable because of its price range and because user things have commented it in such ways. And it's just like, it would have taken me so long to find out all the competitors for this niche product and
Lone
like, yeah,
Syndicate
you
said,
know?
nope, no VTuber model update. I was meant to finish it by now, but just got busy. But I go
Totally.
on vacation next week, so I have a bunch of free
Yeah,
time
you
coming
also
up.
go on vacation. Let's go, man.
Volky said I
That's
asked
awesome.
ChatGPT how long I can warm up things in my air fryer on weekly basis. Sometimes even the same question.
Yeah, man, I did the same thing. It's such a surreal thing to be like, I don't know how this works. To be like, I don't think I can go back. Like, it's so easy to just like. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't gotten to the communication through speaking to it, like just being like, hey, can you look up this for me, or like talking to it like this, because I feel too self-conscious. I tried to use like the like you can just talk to it and say like, hey, this, but I hit go and I mean like it went, what is this, and I got self-conscious the fact that like I almost perceive it like someone being like, any day now. And it's not doing that, but my brain perceives it like that, so I end up being like I end up like running a lag loop in my brain of like, what am I trying to say, how do I say it, whereas if I can type it out, I can take all the time I need to make a well understood sentence and then boop, and yes, but I don't know if I can ever have the confidence to be like, hey, ChatGPT, and then just be comfortable with that dead space and hoping it's not going to be like, excuse me, and I'm like, I forgot, I don't know how to phrase this in the best. Shut up, shut up 1 sec. Shit, you know. Red says, lol, I do the same thing for voice to text. Yeah, man, I find it very similar. Or like I have it on a quick access button, like a hotkey, so I can hit it and it'll immediately be like turn on, turn off. So I'll oftentimes like turn on, turn off really quick, and then just turn on, say it, pause it, turn it on again. I use it as I go, like pump the gas instead of just turn it wide open and wait for it to absorb whatever it needs to. But yeah. Well, yeah, it's crazy, man. Everyone, we've said it 1,000 times at this point, but like AI is crazy. It's kind of getting wonderful and terrifying all at once. BC says, I don't even use AI at all, but you can't escape. It's the first thing on Google as always on an AI. Yeah, which I actually kind of like, man. Again, like to me, like again, I think the idea is like it's like anything. It's a tool, but like to me, it's so long as you don't assume it's gospel, like it's 100% correct, and instead it's just a nice jumping off point. Because like a lot of times, I'm not going to cross-reference 3 different competitors for a product. I'm probably just going to see, like, the first 2. Honestly, I'll probably just go to YouTube and type one video in and say, like, hey, can you tell me the best? That guy's probably compromised, you know?
Come from the other event, but you might be required to catch up on the story first.
Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, that's a little shitty if I can't get the skins through, like, if it's a limited thing. That's a little tough. But I don't think we care as much about the story of Zenless. I find like when Withering Waves, I find people are a little bit locked into those stories because this game I think is a little bit. It's also I think the text aspect of it is a little weird. Maybe if we did the whole like story stream where we went through the story of this game, I think maybe people would like chime in and like talk about it. But I don't know. The summer outfit for Bella and Wise come for this new event, but you might be required to catch up on the store first. Right. Oh, we finally get to use Umbrella Girl. Okay, cool. Let's do one of these before we end it, because I'm actually quite curious to see how she even plays. Because I missed this opening. I regret it.
Lone Syndicate said the story for the summer event is not that long. You might can bang it out in Q stream if we lock in.
Ooh, then maybe. Man, she feels like she's slapping. What the heck?
McFlufferkin said that is one thing I did during your vacation, a stream where I played the latter half and all of 2.0 and 2.1 stories.
I'm sad. I don't know what they did to you, but this is insane. She was like slapping the fuck out of shit. Oh, and she's so fun to play. Oh, man. Okay, wait, well, maybe we're not. Is she applying a debuff to people? Yeah, her counterattack is good too. Is there any benefit to using her? No, not really. I wonder how I get more gumballs. But yeah, her combat is like really responsive and fast. Is she a parry character as well? Maybe. Like, I don't know if I use her E skill in the right time. Can I parry with you? Maybe. What's her alt look like? Weird tickly hands.
Lone Syndicate said if you hold basic attack, she can parry, and you get more gumballs by using X special and ultimate.
Oh, okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so I have to do hold attacks. Yeah, that sucks, man. Her moveset is super fun. It's flashy. She like zips around the battlefield, so she's hard to hit. And she's a support character, so like just pain, pain that we lost out on that. Maybe she'll come back though. Hopefully, I still think it takes a long time, and usually by the time someone comes back, there's a new character. You're like, ooh, so. But yeah, so one thing my account needs at this point. I don't think it needs more DPSs. I think it needs more supporters because it's severely lacking in that regard. I think that makes such a big difference in the game. So yes, but ladies and gentlemen, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say one other thing, but I forgot. Damn it. Yeah. What is this?
McFlufferkin said supports are few and far between, so she'll be highly sought after.
What is P? What is that? What this?
Lone Syndicate said also Yuzaha is the answer to your Jane Doe preforming better.
Yuzaha? Yeah, I still think, I'm kind of, I don't know. I feel like me and Jane Doe were never meant for each other, and I probably should have skipped her and got another character. Anyways, it's sad, but it is truth. I haven't logged in for a million days. Yeah, 7 days, my ass. It's been 3 weeks. But we have tickets and stuff, I guess. Woohoo. Yeah, no, I didn't want to go that shit. Claim all, I guess we'll just do that. Nice. Alright, that's fun. It's the way to get you back in the game. Don't know what this means, though. Anyways, also, couldn't you just run this? It's every 7 days, right? Yeah, so could you, I don't know. Probably doesn't add up to being valued in the same way. I don't know. Anyways, let me ask you guys this. Okay, so, hypothetically, say, Also, what's good? Infinite Dragon. Infinite Dragon says, I watched your Let Die series a while back. Great content. Just stopped by to say hi. Thank you so much for stopping by and enjoying the content for Let Die. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, morning, or night. And we are winding down the stream. But yes, we are going to move over to Fluff Stream in a hot minute here. But let me ask you guys this question first.
McFlufferkin said it's a smaller amount of catch-up resources. You would probably get much more through daily logins and stuff like the monthly memberships.
That's probably true. Probably should what I should have. Well, yeah, it's very true. Okay, hypothetically, say that when I went to Portugal, my grandpa was sweet enough to say, "Hey guys, I know you guys, it took a lot for you guys to get here and all these things, and you guys don't go on vacation so often."
Lord Blazefire 1985 said, "See ya later." Grin.
Well, what do you call it? Hypothetically, say he was like a Banff, and he was like, "Okay, here's $500 to spend in Portugal. Go nuts!" And you're like, "Wow, thank you so much. That's very sweet." And then you spent what essentially was like $38 on cool mugs, and now you have amount of money left over. So, I have been really wanting this. I even talked about it last time. It's like it's a speech to text program thing, but it's, I shit you not, like $500. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I wanted that much. So I'm kind of in my head, I'm like, well, should I? Theoretically, then.
Lone Syndicate said W Grandpa.
W Grandpa. I mean, to be fair, it is, I did spend like $180 on a ticket, $1,800. So, yeah. Anyways, but a part of me is like, do I do option one and buy this thing? That I've been like the only reason why I would even like I've told you guys about like my price range things where like if anything goes beyond like $100 I'm already like if anything goes by $300 I'm already like disgusted. So the only reason why I'm open to this, even being as expensive as it is because I use the text to speech thing all the time, like all the time. It's probably like the most used app ever across everything I ever use ever besides my PC. So that's why it's the only thing that I'm like maybe, but at the same time, if I don't get the weird text-to-speech thing, I theoretically could use that money to buy Outer Worlds and the Borderlands 4, and I thought there was another game, but maybe that's it. And this other thing that I've been wanting, it's the silliest want I ever have, and it's this thing. I've showed it to you guys before, and it is by far the stupidest, silliest want I have. But it's also relatively expensive. It is this stupid mouse, which I talked to my brother about, and I said, yeah, it's a really expensive mouse. And he's like, how much is it? And I told him how much money it is. And he said, oh, my mouse is $400. And it's like a fucking mouse with like a bunch of buttons on the side. It's got like weights in it and shit. It's just like a really, must be like a desired thing. But anyways, it's this thing. It's this damn weird as hell mouse that has a bunch of giga buttons. And I've wanted it for a long time, and it's a stupid buy. It's not necessary, but it's kind of cool, and it's enough for me to be like, well, I can buy that and then buy the games and then have a little money if we want to try some shit out. And I already have, also it would help if I gave that money to the Deckard, although, dude, I have kind of given up on the Deckard, man. I have reached the stage of mourning, of like just sadness. I'm just like, it may not happen this year, or maybe even next year. And if that's not the case, then what are we going to buy? And I'm like, well, I'm waiting for another VR thing to come out, because at this point I might even buy like the Quest 4 or the Quest Pro from Meta, because I just need something to like keep my head above water when it comes to pursuing VR content. But anyways, thoughts? What do you guys think? If you had $500, would you, and you were given these two options, would you buy a software that you use constantly but is extremely expensive, or would you use it on a fun buy, future stability of other things you want?
McFlufferkin said the mouse or Deckard would be my suggestion if you intend to spend that money sooner rather than later. The TTS stuff could be neat, assuming it's a one-and-done purchase.
Yes, it is, but it's also one of these bullshit things, and maybe this is where I lose, but it's like 3 years, and then they usually make a version 2. So it's called like Dragon Speaks 1, Dragon Speaks, also it's not TTS, it's speech to text. So you speak and then it writes for you. It's kind of like a Windows thing, but it's like extremely accurate. It doesn't take any latency. So yeah, I'm debating on that essentially. Yeah. But the only thing that's shitty about that is it's one of these, like, version things. So, like, you'll have, like, version 16 for 3 years, and then in another 3 years they'll make another version, you know? I'd say don't give it for the TTS thing, assuming things will get better.
Lone Syndicate said, then hell no, grin on with the mouse or games, or just save the money.
Then hell nah with the mouse or games. Just yeah, it's true. It's probably for the best. Probably a better idea. Spend it on a 500 mugs. Listen, guys, mugs are great, all right? But the problem is storing them, okay? When you have cool mugs, they weigh 5 times more than other mugs. And they go in a cupboard. And that cupboard gets heavy. And the cupboard's going to come down, okay? 100 Taki, all right? You know what's funny? The whole time, I never once considered spending it on gotcha games. Because I just feel like it's such a waste. It's like a black hole. But the software that I'll use, or a mouse that I'll use, is something. Yeah, I'll think about it. I think I like the idea of... I'll figure it out. I think I like that. I'll probably, I might buy the mouse. I'm not sure. It's still not a need. And the other thing is I'm wondering if they're going to make a Mach 2 of that mouse. Because if we go back to that mouse, this whole company called Azeron, I'm sure you guys have seen their, like, weird keyboard-looking ass things, which are these. Very odd, but kind of cool. But they make these, and they made this one. But they made, like, a number 2, which is this guy, which looks crazy. But I'm hoping they make a version of this.
McFlufferkin said, personally, the mouse is the most appealing of the options presented.
Yes.
And you still have spare funds afterward.
Yeah, it's true. This would be nice, as well as, there is like a version of it.
Lone Syndicate said that's what I would do with some of the money. Gotcha. Speaking of gotcha,
yes.
Grin, the 2 new characters, the Sun and Moon Lady, look awesome.
Oh yeah, the Sun. Yeah, no, did you see the little trailer for Withering Waves? The one, like, the fucking badass character. Yeah, I was gonna say, Alone, it's tough because I don't know, like, the Valkyrie lady, sorry, like the King Caesar and Withering Waves is like that badass king. She's wearing like a breastplate and shit. She looks awesome. The Moon Lady looks awesome too, but she's weirdly like leaning into like a feet kink, which is just not my thing. But the badass warrior woman, definitely my thing. So I was interested in that, and I was kind of like, but I don't have an electric team. But I think even the electric character that buffs electro characters only buffs them by like 30 or 25%. So it's not like a crazy scaling number, you know?
said, I think this might be the same type of one-handed mouse keyboard that Champutee uses.
Yes.
It has served him very well in most cases, but he's down one arm rather than having shorter fingers.
Yes, so that's what's I'm also interested in that whole thing. The good news is they have like a whole thing that, like, if you don't like it, you just send it back and you have to pay for the shipping. But like when you're spending $200, you're like, I'll pay like fucking $40 shipping, sure, if I get my lump sum of money back. But yeah, I'm curious because if anything, that's the only thing I'm worried about is my left hand is actually much bigger than my right hand. Like, so. We'll see. It's one of those things where, yeah, damn, he lost an entire arm using a mouse. Very good wordplay by both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move over to Fluff's stream. Hopefully Fluff is in the premise of booting it and launching it right now. I will be trying to link his stream. Boppity boopity. We'll do one of these and then go to channel. And then I probably should bookmark that too, just so it's here. We'll do live. Hopefully Fluff is engaging the stream to be on. Bookmark bar, sure. Is it here? I'll put that right there, I guess. Nope, it's not big enough. God damn it. This, I guess. Good. All right.
Lone Syndicate said, wonderful stream, Grin.
Thank you. Hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow where we'll be doing a mixture of Withering Waves, and the other one. Oh, memes. Reacting to fun stuff. I am live now. Let's refresh. Where are you? Boppity boopity. Yeah, it is. Oh, maybe it just doesn't show up in past broadcasts. That makes sense. Don't know why I thought it would. What am I gonna do for the rest of my day, man? I'm still not in the swing of things yet because I'm back, right? So it's a little like, what do I do now? Add redirect. Boop. And get rid of this. Hit go. Save. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy of brilliant. I love you. I hope I can see you again tomorrow. We are going to be playing Wither Waves, but for now, enjoy Fluff's stream, and goodbye. Yes. Man, I need to take comments.